Welcome to Believers Talk, and we're at Week 10 in the National Football League, as today our Buffalo Bills go into New Jersey to play the New York Jets. Buffalo at 2-7, New York Jets at 3-6. This should be a good one, but then again, should it be? Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Again, subscribe, hit that notification bell because we go live 3 times a week. I'll be going live every Sunday for Bills games. Next Sunday is our bye week. The following Sunday, I will be at the Bills at Jacksonville Jaguars game. We'll still be going live. Obviously, we'll look a little different. Probably won't be doing live play-by-play and reaction. Might go live 3 times throughout the game, something of that nature. But I do want to get on here also to do live reaction to the game the Monday after the game. So tomorrow I'll go live, I'll recap this game, I'll watch it again, and I'll go over some stats and things of that nature from this game. I try to do like a good, bad, ugly segment. There's been a lot in the bad and ugly segment for us Buffalo Bills, but I try to find some good as well. There have been some good things this season, men and women. That, I mean, even if you won't admit it, you know, saying we're 2-7, that doesn't sound that great. But there have been some good things that have come out of this season. You know, you look at Shaq Lawson, you could look at Jerry Hughes, you can look at Tremaine Edmonds, who's back today. There's been a lot of good things. So I try to keep that in perspective as we look on to the future here for Buffalo. Again, 40% of this team within the first 2 years. Welcome, Myth. Thank you for Believers Talk. You were commenting before the stream began, so thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to everyone who is in the room right now. We go live at 12:30 just to make sure we're ready to go. Come game time, I'll go over the inactive lists. I'll also go over like some things that we want to do to possibly win this game. 3 keys to victory. Welcome, Anthony. Welcome to Believers Talk. Thank you for joining me. And guys, share this video. Share it with your friends, your family. Share on Facebook. Share on Twitter. All that good stuff. All those social media outlets that I don't know anything about. Share it there so we can get some fans here. I'll try to fix this camera here real quick. But we'll also go over the games going on today. I'll give you my prediction as far as who's going to win. And then I will give you my prediction for this game as far as the spread and if the Bills will cover the spread, because let's face it, the Bills are underdogs in this game just like we are in every game this year. And also the over-under, I'll predict the score and see if we hit that over number for you. But before we do any of that, for those of you who do not know, today is a very special day. Today is Veterans Day, okay? And before we start this show off, before we get into football, we all know how passionate I can be about this game. I want to take time to just thank the veterans who are a part of my life. There are a lot of them who are a part of my life, and that goes to include my dad, my brothers. You know, I love them all, and I thank you for your service. I know some of them are listening right now. I thank you. I love you. And just, you know, everyone who's been a veteran, if you've been away from home for an extended period of time, you're still considered a veteran. You might not think you do much, but you do. And we thank you for that. We thank you for watching over me. I thank you for watching over me, for watching over this great country. Don't care if you're Republican, don't care if you're Democrat, but I appreciate, and you should appreciate, all that they do for us before we get this stream started. But with that out of the way, again, thank you for watching me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. We look forward to this game. Again, Buffalo Bills 2-7 has not been that great of a season. Starting Matt Barkley today. That's how bad of a season it's been. We're starting Matt Barkley. We'll get into some Matt Barkley stats. Obviously, not too many people know too much about Matt Barkley, nor should they, due to the fact he hasn't started too many games here in the NFL. But that's who we go to today as the Buffalo Bills try to get back on the winning side of things. As we are 2-7 on the season, going against the 3-6 New York Jets. We're in East Rutherford today. Still have that other game against the Jets and Buffalo coming up later this year. So if you're a Jets fan, hit that subscribe button because, like I said, we will be going live for the other Jets game later this season. You want to hear my post-game, my pre-game. We do pre-game every Thursday during halftime of Thursday Night Football. We do post-game every Monday, normally during Monday Night Football at some time. Try to stick to that halftime schedule just so you guys can watch and enjoy the game, and then I don't bug you too much. So, but yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and again, share this with some other fans. They might want, if they can't get the game, obviously this isn't going to be a locally televised game in most areas. I do try to give you good play-by-play reaction. So let's get into this game. Let's get into some of the inactives for this game as we talk about the Buffalo Bills versus the New York/New Jersey Jets. Going to the inactive list, obviously for the Buffalo Bills, 2 big inactives is that quarterback spot. Talking about Josh Allen and Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson still in concussion protocol. Josh Allen still has that UCL bruise. No reason to hurry him back. In fact, there's already word out there that he will be starting come Week 12. After our bye week. Both the Bills and Jets after this game are now on their bye week. So that gives them time to rest up, which is good for both teams because if you go down this inactive list, there's a bunch of players on there. So we go down this inactive list. You got Josh Allen, you got Derek Anderson, our 2 QBs. You got Ike Boettger, offensive tackle. He's on the inactive list. But what's good to see, and if you didn't see it last week, Wyatt Teller got some snaps in his offense. So it's good to see that he will be in this week for the Buffalo Bills. No longer on the inactive list. Spent a lot of time on the inactive list to start the season, but he'll be in this game. Charles Clay is inactive, was unable to get the foot injury taken care of, so he'll be inactive this week. Chris Ivory is also inactive, which if you've seen some of my live streams, I actually think Chris Ivory has been our best back so far this year. Means McCoy is going to have to step up even more. Marcus Murphy might get some more touches. Also, maybe even Tywan Jones, throw him in there, throw a little change up, even though he's our fastball, but throw a little change for this defense. Connor McDermott, he's still on the inactive list, and Trent Murphy, defensive end, he's still not feeling 100%, so he's on the inactive list. So those are the inactives for the Buffalo Bills as we get ready for this game. Again, it's currently 12:37 East Coast time. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock. So welcome, Brandon. Welcome, Keith. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. Yeah, at least one of these teams will get a win. We'll either see a 4-win Jets team or a 3-win Bills team. I know a lot of the media outside of Buffalo and New York not exactly talking this game up too much because, let's face it, these are two teams that are not going anywhere this season as far as talking playoffs or further beyond that. So with both these teams, it's more looking ahead at the talent we have for the seasons to come than it is getting ready for that playoff push. So the national media is not paying attention to this game, but that doesn't mean we won't pay attention to it right here on Believers Talk, because this is where you get all your Bills news, all your Bills statistics, all your Bills transactions happen. We'll let you know about them right here on Believers Talk. So you do want to hit that subscribe button. Going to the New York Jets side of the ball, going to their inactive list. Again, both teams will benefit from this bye week coming up, get a little healthier. They got Robbie Anderson and Deontay Burnett, 2 wide receivers. They're both listed as inactive. Sam Darnold, of course, is inactive for this game. So that means they will be relying on the same backup as last year, whose name for some reason just escaped me for some reason. Don't know why, but it did. So one of you will tell me in the stats or in the chat there while I talk about this stuff. I got him somewhere. McCown. Why am I so dumb? McCown is their starter there. So he'll be starting. Sam Darnold is inactive for this game. Foley Futakasi is a defensive tackle. He's inactive. Derek Jones is inactive. Spencer Long is inactive. And Rashad Robinson is also on the inactive list. So again, they have a few inactives as well that they'll want to get taken care of. But, again, we're going into the bye week. One of these teams has to get the win here. This probably won't be a high-scoring game, guys. I mean, you're talking about maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns total. Both these teams kind of mirror each other as far as where their strengths and weaknesses are. The Jets have a middle-of-the-pack defense, so our defense is a little bit better than theirs is. However, we both struggle on offense mightily. So, that's something that we'll have to look towards. Turnovers, I think, are going to play a big factor in this game. Whoever wins the turnover battle probably will win this game today. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Starting my hat straight. But I don't think you guys care all that much. Going into the games for today, let's go over the 1 o'clock games today. Give you all the 1 o'clock games. I heard on the radio on the way back home that only 2 of these games have a spread within 6.5 points. So to me, that's kind of crazy. Might be a huge week for the blowouts. The Jets are probably favored by more than 6.5. I actually haven't seen it yet. Yeah, they're favored by 7 actually today, as they're at home against the Buffalo Bills with Matt Barkley as a star. We'll get into some Matt Barkley stats, like I said, before kickoff here in about 20 minutes. But before we do that, I just want to go through the games for today, give you who I think is going to win these games. Obviously, we got the Buffalo-New York Jets game. I'll let you know about that in a minute. Detroit at Chicago. I see Chicago pulling away in that one. I don't actually even think that's going to be that close of a game. We saw Detroit last week against Minnesota have a hard time. I think Detroit will have a hard time here in Chicago as well, even though Minnesota's a little bit better than Chicago. So maybe they'll cover the spread, which is 7 points. But I do see Chicago win that game. New Orleans at Cincinnati. New Orleans is looking hot, guys. I mean, wow, that win against the Rams last week. What an impressive win. What a great game to watch if you didn't see it. It was a great game. So I have New Orleans win that one. Atlanta at Cleveland. Atlanta's going to win that one. Atlanta coming on strong after that slow start. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. I think this game's more of like a pick-up game. I'm actually going to go with the home team here. I normally do in the pick-em situations. But I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts. Even though Vegas has them favored by 3 points, you also have to realize Vegas gives you 3 points if you're at home. So that's where I think it's a little bit tricky. But I have the Colts winning that game. Arizona at Kansas City. I think we all have Kansas City winning that game. Vegas has the spread 16 points. 16 points is a lot. I would probably pick Arizona with that number there. But I'd go Kansas City to win this game all day. Washington at Tampa Bay. I actually think the Redskins, I know everyone's talking about their banged up O-line. Three O-line starters missing. I think that's going to give everyone a reason to up their game a little bit and prove that they have something still left in the tank. I think they might beat Tampa Bay today as Ryan Fitzpatrick gets the start there. New England at Tennessee. We have New England win that one. They're 6.5-point favorites. Chargers at Oakland. I have the Chargers win this game. I don't have them covering a spread at 10 points. I don't know why. I feel like Oakland likes to keep things close to the end of games. I know like a lot in the beginning. Is it snowing where I live? Nah, it's just a little cold, so I wore this hat and kept it on. I don't know. I have another hat here somewhere. I might put that on at some point just because this hat gets itchy. But I wish it was snowing where we live. But no, not yet. Just the leaves are just falling. Miami at Green Bay. Green Bay's going to win this one at home. Seattle at LA Rams. I think the Rams are going to come off of the loss last week and with a little bit of revenge in this week, and they will get the win over Seattle in this division game. Dallas at Philadelphia tonight. Going to be a great game. I look forward to it. I look forward to watching that one. Philadelphia, I feel, is going to pull off the win. They're going to not cover the 7.5 spread, but it's snowing in northern Ohio. Hey, I wish it was snowing here a little bit, but it's still a little early, especially around here. Around here, normally the last couple Christmases actually have been like in the 40s, 50 degrees. It's actually been really nice, which is kind of terrible. And then tomorrow night, you have New York Giants at San Fran. The 49ers looked good last Thursday. Basically had a week and a half to prepare for this game. So that's why I will give it to the San Francisco 49ers to win that one. It should not be that great of a game, however, as both teams combined have 3 wins. So you talk about this game being a rough game. That game might be a little even rougher to watch, and that's on the national stage. So, but yeah, we look forward to this game. My thoughts on this game are simple. I've given my 3 keys to victory on Thursday's preview video, but I'll go over them real quick. Number 1, like I said earlier in this video, turnovers are going to win the day. Both offenses struggle so much. And with these McCown's a veteran quarterback, of course. Matt Barkley, a few starts under his belt. I think he has 6, but we'll get to his stats in a second. But turnovers are going to win the day. I think the Jets will actually get more turnovers than the Bills do. So that does not bode well for the Bills going into this game. And then that brings up my second key to victory would be stop turning the ball over. The Buffalo Bills average 2.5 turnovers a game. That's 2.5 turnovers a game, and we only average under 11 points per game. So you're giving them the ball, more than likely you're giving them the ball on the plus side of the field. You're already putting yourself in a hole. Your offense doesn't put up points a lot, even though I'm sure a lot of Bills fans think now Matt Barkley's in the problem solved, or that if we stink today, it's going to be on Brian Dable. But again, we'll vent about that at a later date. But anyway, we'll get back into that. Galvin needs a big day today, Samuel Harris says. I absolutely agree with you. I just think that a lot of our receivers need to step up, but they haven't yet. Is the problem. You have a lot of young quarterbacks coming in and they keep disappointing, whether it be the tight ends fumbling, whether it be the wide receivers dropping balls. They all seem to just equal the Bills losing, basically. And so we'll see what happens. Hopefully Calvin Benjamin can have a big day. Hopefully Zay Jones can continue to have a big day. As he's been improving week in, week out. And then the third key to victory, I have McCoy. I put Ivory down, but obviously he's inactive. McCoy, Tyron Jones, Marcus Murphy. We need to run the heck out of the ball. Matt Barkley's our quarterback right now, guys. Matt Barkley hasn't started a game since 2016. We need to be able to run the ball. The Jets defense is allowing over 109 yards of rushing offense, just under 110 against them. We need to be able to run the ball in this game. We need McCoy to have his best game so far this year, and we need Marcus Murphy to have a good game, and that to me is the only way we have a chance to win this game. I don't see it going well for the Bills in this game, just like it hasn't all season. I mean, again, you're talking about a guy who hasn't started since 2016, and that tells you how bad Nathan Peterman has dropped, right? I mean, Nathan Peterman is now a backup to a guy who hasn't started a game since 2016, and I just don't see it going well for the Buffalo Bills. I said the Jets defense confusing, the young quarterback and him throwing a couple interceptions, maybe even another pick six. Guys, we have the same amount of pick sixes as we do passing touchdowns. We have thrown 3 pick sixes this year. We have 3 passing touchdowns, and this is going to be week 10. So we average in a passing league. Remember, this is a passing league now. We average a passing touchdown 1 every 3 games. So that's pretty embarrassing. Hopefully we see another touchdown or 2 today, from our offense. Maybe we'll even keep it close at times. But again, I don't see the Buffalo Bills beating the Jets. Smith, like I said, the Jets run defense allows about 110 rushing yards a game. That's mid-pack as far as the NFL is concerned, as far as where they rank. Hey, Box87, welcome to Believers Talk. Always good to have you on these streams, man. Look forward to going over this game with everybody. Look forward to chatting with you guys throughout as we get ready. We're about 14 minutes to kick off of the Buffalo Bills at New York Jets. I want to go over some of these Matt Barkley stats for you. First, we're going to go back to his college stats. Again, Matt Barkley went to college, USC. As I'm not a fan of USC, so I was not a fan of Matt Barkley his years there. But going over his career stats, he was a 64% completion percentage type guy. That's really good. Unfortunately, he hasn't kept that up, as you'll hear when we go over his NFL stats in the NFL. 12,327 yards, that 8 yards per attempt. Touchdown to interception ratio was 116 to 48, and so his rating was 148.7. So really good college stats, and that's at a school at USC. Some tough competition over there, but that just hasn't been the case in the NFL. As we go through Matt Barkley's NFL stats, you'll see he just hasn't had the same success. Again, his last start was in 2016 with the Chicago Bears. Those are his only starts. He had 6 starts for the Chicago Bears, had a record of 1-5 in those 6 starts. He did play for the Eagles for a little bit in 2013, 2014. He played in 4 games, didn't start any of those games. He has a 59.8 completion percentage in the NFL, 1,911 passing yards, 8 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. 18 interceptions in 6 starts. He's playing 11 games. 4 of those interceptions came in 2013 with the Eagles, but still in those 6 starts he had with the Bears in 2016 through 14 interceptions. So that's more than 2 a game, guys. So it's hard to believe that in 2 years of not playing, he's gotten better. So it's not going to look good for this Buffalo Bills team. But that still tells you a lot about Nathan Peterman, about Matt Barkley beating him out. I wonder if they think Matt Barkley actually looks better than Nathan Peterman, or if the media, local media, has got to him a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because if you go back to last week's game, 2 of those interceptions were not Nathan Peterman's fault. I mean, you talk about the one to Terrell Pryor, who's thinking about showing up today. Terrell Pryor needs to show up. We talk about adding guys to our roster, and lately we've been adding wide receivers to our roster to try and get better there. Terrell Pryor had the ball in his hands, bobbles it right into the hands of the defender last week. You need to do better than that. Ball hits your hands, you need to come down with it. And we've been saying that about Calvin Benjamin. We've been saying that about Zay Jones. You need to be able to come down with the ball. I hope the wide receivers do better today. But it's going to be tough. You're talking about a quarterback who's only been on the Bills roster, again, for less than 2 weeks. So how much of this offense does he actually know? That's why I think we're going to have to run the ball if we want to have a chance in this game. But anyhow, yards per attempt is 4.7. His rate is 63.7, which is still a lot better than Nathan Peterman. Probably doubles Nathan Peterman's QBR rating. So we look forward to seeing that. As far as my prediction for this game, again, I don't see it going well for the Buffalo Bills. I know a lot of you might see it differently from Snowy Lennox. Yeah, exactly. Hey, all fans are welcome. Welcome to the Patriots fans in here. Well, again, welcome to Believers Talk. Maybe you're watching the Patriots game, you want some fun commentary. That's what we do here, man. And this is a huge matchup for you guys coming from the AFC East. Not a huge matchup for you because both these teams suck. But you guys should enjoy your game today against Tennessee. You guys should win that one, like I said. But we'll see what happens there. This game, you never know. You never know what could happen. Welcome to the NFL, right? Anything can happen any given Sunday. So, again, kickoff about 10 minutes away here. Do I think McDermott's on the hot seat? Well, so here's a stat that I learned today. So since 1995, there have been 5 teams who made the playoffs and then the following year were not capable of getting more than 3 wins. I don't see the Bills getting more than 3 wins this season. Maybe they get lucky and get 4. But of all of those 5 teams, all 5 coaches were then fired. I just really don't see it. I don't know. Like, I didn't look into it to see how many of those were second-year coaches, right? I mean, if they made the playoffs year 1, I find it really hard unless you go 0-16 to replace them the following year. From day one, McDermott's been saying this is a process, right? He wants to do the best he can now and wants to win now, but at the same time, it's a process, and you got to get that. You know, we got lucky last year. Some of you would say. I still say we won 9 games, no matter what happened. But some people would say we got lucky last year to back into playoffs the way we did, and that's great. And we were so happy to end the drought, but we could have seen this coming. We could have seen a bad year coming if we just looked at what happened in the offseason. As soon as we hear Eric Wood went out, bam, light bulbs went off. This is going to be a rough year for us. We didn't replace the center position with anyone young. We actually went into our own roster and found this guy that replaced Wood 2 years ago in Groy, and he's been doing fine, but Eric Wood's gone. And then you hear about the Richard Incognito situation, boom, another light bulb. Well, there's 2 Pro Bowl offensive linemen on our team gone. And then you hear about McCoy's off-field issues. Trouble. These things, these domino effects added up into what has become a bad season. And you can't blame those all on Coach McDermott. You have to be able to take a step back. Take a step back and say, hey, we had a rough year this year. Let's see what happens next year. Look at what happened with Hugh Jackson in Cleveland. They went 0-16. They gave him another year. You look at Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis has had 13 seasons where he's missed the playoffs or lost in the first round of the playoffs, and they keep bringing him back. So I think he deserves a little more time than 2 seasons. Last thing you want to do is have a coaching carousel. That's what the Bills have been doing since, gosh, it feels like forever. And you just don't want to keep that up. You want to start winning. In order to do that, you need to give it to coach time to set up his team, do things his way, and see how it goes from there. And we'll see what happens. I mean, next year is going to be a huge year to see if McDermott will succeed or not in the NFL. I think next year will be a good year to go into the season saying, hey, Sean McDermott might be on the hot seat if he doesn't win quick in Buffalo. So we'll see what happens. I just don't see him being on the hot seat right now. I think he has a comfortable, safe job position, but I've been wrong in the past. So we'll see what happens there. Can't wait to see Josh Allen start. Yeah, the Bills are 2-2 in games where Josh Allen started and finished. So if that's something Bills fans want to kind of hang their hat on, Josh Allen has both of our wins. And, he had us in that Houston Texans game before he went out. I know Nathan Peterman led the touchdown drive, but who knows what happens if Josh Allen doesn't go out. And this defense is just unbelievable. Tre'Davious White got his first interception last week, and this defense, especially this pass defense, is doing really well this year. We had Tom Brady on Monday Night Football finally throw for over 300 yards. I think it's the first guy we've had throw over 300 yards. At that point, it was like 18 games. So you're talking over 20 games. We had one guy, and his name's Tom Brady, TB12, throw over 300 yards for us. So it's going to be interesting again now, guys. It's 12:55 here on the East Coast. Kickoff's a little more than 5 minutes away as we get ready. I just saw Terrell Pryor, Zay Jones, and Kelvin Benjamin all warming up. Those guys need to have big games. You need to get this young quarterback time, especially, again, he's only been on the team for less than 10 days. There are going to be some easy routes, right? Some 3-step drops, maybe some 5-step drops, but there aren't going to be too many plays where you're not sure what's going on. But that would bode true for the defense. Then, too, the Jets defense knows that this game will be a little bit different than some of the other games they've played because the offensive playbook is not going to be that huge, right? You might see some wildcat in this game. You might see some weird formations. McCoy and I wasn't about to say Ivory, but he's out today. McCoy and Murphy both in backfield at the same time, just to mix it up a little bit, so to give this defense a few different looks. Just so they don't get too comfortable with the same thing over and over again. But as far as a prediction for this game, like I said, I don't see it going well for the Buffalo Bills. We're not going to survive the turnover battle. We just talked about how Barkley's averaging more than 2 interceptions per start. Actually, it's closer to 3 interceptions per start, so that doesn't bode well for us. And we've had turnover problems to begin with. We have fumble problems on some of our offensive playmakers when the ball gets in their hands. And our defense, although it's good, has not been turning the ball over as much as they did last season. Doing a good job getting the ball out of people's hands, just not doing a good job jumping on it. So I do have the Jets winning this game. The Bills will score a touchdown. So I see this game going 21-13. No, 21-13. I'm sorry, 21-13. It's going to be touchdown, 2 field goals for the Bills. 3 touchdowns for the Jets to win this game. 21-13. They will cover the 7-point spread. And 21-13 would have the game at, how many points is that? 34 points. The over-under for this game is, drum roll please, drum roll please, I can't even say it, 37.5. So I don't have them covering the 37.5. That's how bad these offenses are, guys. The over-under is 37.5 points. Most teams, especially the winning teams, maybe some losing teams, are going to score more than 37 points today. Most of them, by themselves. And yet these two teams Vegas is saying these two teams will not get to 38 points today. That's pretty sad. I do have the Jets winning this game. I have the Jets covering the spread. So if you're a Bills fan, thank you for joining me. And again, I will be cheering hard for the Buffalo Bills. I just don't see Matt Barkley all of a sudden turning this offensive line or our offense around. I would love to see it. Would love to see it. But I just don't see it happening given his stats through the years and the fact that he hasn't started a game since 2016. We talk about McCown and how we hope he's a little rusty because, well, he hasn't started a game this season and he actually only had 19 snaps in preseason, and that's great for us to be able to maybe get some pressure on him. But Josh McCown's a veteran. He did great last year for the Jets before he went out. I just think with that veteran presence, the team will respond better to him than our team will to Matt Barkley. It just seems like the Buffalo Bills offense, when things start going downhill, things go downhill fast in a hurry. So 12:57 here on the East Coast. Kickoff is just 3 minutes away. Looking forward to seeing this game between the Bills and the New York Jets. Again, we had some inactives. We went over those. I'll go over those again before the game starts. If you are just joining me, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. In the beginning of the show, we wanted to make sure we wished all the veterans a happy Veterans Day. I talked a little bit about my family. There's a huge veteran presence in my family, and I thank and love them all for that. And I just want them to know that. So happy Veterans Day if you are a veteran. If your family or loved one is a veteran, I say thank you to them. I say thank you to you for the sacrifices you've made as a family. Having them not there for the holidays, having them miss some things that you wish they were there for. I understand those sacrifices, and I just want to say thank you to you and your family for the sacrifices that you make for all of our safety. In this country that we love. Again, that's not a political thing. It should never be a political thing. It should just be a thank you thing, and so I thank you for that. So going to the inactives before the game begins, again, the Buffalo Bills, you have 2 of the big quarterbacks obviously out in this game. You have Josh Allen and Derek Anderson out as they're both healing. Anderson still in concussion protocol, although we do get Tremaine Edmonds back from concussion protocol, so he'll be playing in today's game. Ike Boettger, he's been on the inactive list for a couple weeks now, but we did talk about Wyatt Teller coming on. He was there last week, got a few snaps, looked pretty good. So maybe that's a little indicator of our offensive line improving. Again, talking about that young Buffalo Bills team, 40% of our team has only been here for 2 years or less, or been NFL career has been 2 years or less at this point. So that bodes well for the future as long as these guys can build on what has already been like their NFL career, and we can keep them on our team, of course. Charles Clay has a nagging knee injury, so he will not be playing in this game. He's inactive. Chris Ivory has an injury. He is listed as inactive. We saw him go out last week with that dislocated shoulder. Was rushed to some medical center in Buffalo, so not sure how severe that injury situation is, but he is on the inactive list. Connor McDermott's inactive, and Trip Murphy is also inactive. On the New York Jets side of the ball, you got Robbie Anderson and DeAndre Burnett, 2 wide receivers, both inactive for today's game. That's going to be a huge ordeal when it comes to weapons for McCown. Who is he going to throw the ball to? To have 2 inactives like that. Again, the Jets and Bills kind of same mold where our wide receiver depth isn't that great. Our wide receivers are not listed as one of the tops in the NFL. In fact, they're both probably 31, 32 in the NFL as far as wide receiver core. So to have 2 of them out already, it does not help you. Sam Darnold's inactive, of course. That's why McCown is getting the start. Foley Fadukasi, he's listed as out. I'm sure I said that name wrong. Defensive tackle, so someone let me know. Derek Jones, cornerback, is out. Spencer Long is inactive. And Rashard Robinson, cornerback. That's kind of a big one for the Jets as well. He's listed as inactive. So, again, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Even if you're a Jets fan, thank you for being here. I try to do this as unbiased as I can. Obviously, my fandom reigns supreme. But I'm not sitting here bashing the Jets because they're a division team or anything like that. Like, no, I actually look forward to them getting healthy as well. This bye week coming up. We both have a bye week after this. But I'm happy you're here, Jets fans. So thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. Hit that subscribe button because we play you again. And I'll be here for that one as well. So we're here live for every single Sunday play-by-play reaction. And then I go live on Monday so we can do a little bit more of a reaction show. I take a deep breath, which you won't see me do many of during this live stream, but I take a deep breath. And then I watch the game again, and I go over some positives, some negatives, and some things that we can improve on going into the following weeks, going into the rest of the season. Guys, this is, everyone talks about tanking. I find tanking to be an impossible thing for players to do. And coaches. These guys have jobs. These guys have lives. They have families to support. They're not going to bank on them having a job next season or even next week. These guys get cut week after week after week. This isn't something where, I'm good for a season. Oh, if I tank this year, ownership knows I'm just doing it for a draft pick. No, they don't do it that way, okay? Players have to play as hard as they can every single snap because they don't know if they get a snap next week or not. Okay, I don't care who you are. If you play bad enough, you're going to get cut. So I don't believe in this whole tanking thing. Same thing with Coach McDermott. We just talked. Fox 87 had the question, do I see McDermott on the hot seat? Well, if he's on the hot seat, he's not going to tank, right? I mean, if he is on the hot seat, he's not going to be like, oh, well, let's go winless the rest of the games, get the next guy a top draft pick. So I just don't see that being a logical thing. I'm going to change hats here as the game gets ready to start. If we lose this game, you can blame it on me changing hats. That's fine. So I don't believe in the tanking thing. I think that this is going to be a good game between 2 good teams. Looking ahead to the future, you wish this would have been Sam Darnold versus Josh Allen, of course. But as the season has progressed, obviously that's not the case in this game. As we get ready for Matt Barkley to get his first start since 2016, and Josh McCown to get his first start of the season. 2 or more touchdowns is a moral victory. I don't see us getting 2 or more touchdowns in this game unless the defense helps us out and gets us a touchdown, which I think that's what it's going to take for us to get that W today. We're going to need a defense or a special teams score. We need our special teams to play better overall, period. I just want to see our special teams play better, get us better field position, flip the field when you can. Bajorges, I believe, is back in this game instead of Colton Schmidt, who did not look that good last week. But it's hard to look good when you haven't played 9 weeks as a punter, and then you go into the next game, even though it's complete opposite of what I said last week. But you figure, he's not into games shape. If you're with your family, are you just going to sit on the side and punt it 200 times a day just for fun? I doubt it. But I don't know what our punters day-to-day inactive schedule looks like, so I don't know. I think the Bills D can shut down the Jets offense. Yes, but the problem is the Jets defense just has to stand on the field and it shuts down our Bills offense. Like, they'll just stand there. Barkley will. As the Jets won the toss, Jets deferred. Jets are kicking off to the Buffalo Bills, and we are underway. The ball goes into the end zone, so Buffalo will start with the ball. Matt Barkley getting his first start since 2016 will come onto the field and start with the Buffalo Bills getting the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. But yeah, the Jets defense, I mean, if the Bills offense has played how they played the last 4 games, they just have to stand there and show up, not even move. We'll have dropped balls. We'll fumble the ball for them. We'll throw some interceptions. So, let's see what the Bills offense could do against this Jets defense. Again, I have the Jets winning this game 21-13. Neither team scoring too many points in this one. As the Buffalo Bills come out with one back, McCoy in the backfield, Barkley under center. First play is a fake handoff from McCoy. Barkley's going deep. And Foster with the first play of the game. Wow, that's our biggest play so far this season already. Barkley down the field to Foster. Foster just added back to the roster this week as he goes deep. The Buffalo Bills go deep on first down, which again is the first time this season. That's great to see because the Jets have 8 in the box. Like you're watching this, the Jets have 8 in the box. They read run. So they go long, and the Buffalo Bills get the ball in Jets territory. Foster goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So you're talking about a 55-yard gain. Again, longest play so far for the Bills. That's actually inside the 30-yard line at the 28. So the Bills have the ball 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. 14:20 to go in the first quarter already. 1st and 10. McCoy in the back. When McCoy gets the ball, runs inside the 20, inside 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, McCoy. 2 plays. The Bills have a touchdown, guys. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Matt Barkley will look good today. 6-0 Buffalo, just like that. 14:11 to go in the first quarter. And the Buffalo Bills on 2 plays run it to the right. First play, Robert Foster gets 57 yards on a deep throw. Second play is a run to the right side to McCoy for the touchdown. Longest run of the season so far from McCoy, 28 yards. He looked good in that one. 6-0 Buffalo, 14:11 to go in the first quarter. Welcome to Believers Talk. That's how we should get things started, baby. Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, this is the kind of content you get every week, especially if the Bills do well. So maybe not every week this season. But this is the kind of content you get every week. Play-by-play reaction. Let's have a good time, guys. 6-0 Buffalo. That was Fast Buffalo Select Attack. Welcome to Believers Talk. Glad you can make it just in time. Just in time for that touchdown to happen. Maybe I should thank you. Stick around, man. 6-0 Buffalo. 14:11 to go as Hausch gets ready for the extra point. Kick is up, and kick is good. Fans are either not in their seats yet, or they're just not even there because it's a Jets-Bills game. And the score is already 7-0 Buffalo. 2 big plays. First play, a long pass to the right side as Barkley fakes out from McCoy, goes deep. Good. Let's go Buffalo. Welcome, Krabby Kale. Welcome to Believers Talk. Call of Duty Pro. I believe that... Oh, he's done for us. So Colton Schmidt isn't today. Okay. I did not know that. So good to know. Which is sad because Jorges was having a good season for us. And, you know, hopefully Colton Schmidt does do better this week. And he continues to improve. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Like I said, when you're rusty, you have a few weeks off. You're not going to have a good week. Colton Schmidt, you know, he's been with the Bills before. I always liked the guy, so maybe he'll do better this week. But welcome to Believers Talk. The Bills are already up 7-0. My name is Joe. If you're new, you want to hit that subscribe button. We go live every single Sunday for live play-by-play and reaction. I will be at the Jaguars game, so the live thing might not happen as far as the play-by-play. I will be going live during the game. Maybe like do a pregame, halftime, postgame live stream from the game. As long as I figure out how to work my phone. For those of you who have been here for a while, you know that my technical skills are not the greatest. Not even like a little bit. But we'll do our best to make sure that I get on here to give you guys a live stream during that game while I'm there. As the Bills get ready to kick off to the Jets. Again, already scoring McCoy on a 28-yard touchdown. This ball goes to about the 10-yard line before the Jets receive it. And he gets it to 25. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the New York Jets as he gets a 15-yard return there before Lewis, who's back on the team after being inactive for the past couple weeks, or I think even demoted to a practice squad maybe. But after he's been demoted, he's back on the team now. He gets a tackle, his first tackle on special teams. So here we go with McCown starting for the Jets. Let's see if they get off to as fast as a start as the Buffalo Bills did. Josh McCown last season, 67.3% completion percentage. So Shady with his first touchdown of the season to start things off. Again, 2 plays, bang, bang. 14:07 to go in this first quarter, and the Bills already up 7-0. First play is a quick screen pass. I'm trying to figure out who that is. Looks like it was Edwards. Sorry, guys. The sun glare on these jerseys are making it hard to see because the Jets are wearing their green on white. So I'll blame that. You know, why not blame something? I have to blame something. It's not me. It can't be me, guys. It has to be something else. So, you know, that's the crazy sun. The sun's in my eyes. But anyway, so it's going to be 2nd and 5 now. That was 81. So Inunwa. Sorry. I saw the E, right? I saw the E. So 2nd and 5. They try to run up the middle. Looks like it's for no gain as the Bills defense stands. It was McGuire who got their carry, and he's He's getting nowhere. And then they show Enunwa actually coming out of the game. He actually hurt his ankle, but he's now coming back in the game. So he was only out for a play. Again, the Jets already have 2 inactives at the wide receiver spot. So, you do want to make sure your depth at wide receiver can't be that great. And last thing you want to see is more wide receivers get hurt during the game. So here we go, 3rd and 6. They actually have 2 backs in the backfield in shotgun, and they both go in motion at the same time. Pass is deflected in the air, and it is incomplete. So on 3rd and 6, they try to do a quick wide receiver screen to the left side, and Jerry Hughes gets his hand up and deflects the ball. It looked like it could have been intercepted. The ball does hit the turf, however, so it's going to bring about 4th and 6, so a quick 3 and out for the New York Jets. This game could not have started off any better if you're a Bills fan. Quick touchdown by McCoy after Robert Foster, 57-yard reception, and then a 28-yard run by McCoy, and then now a 3 and out here for the Bills defense. With 12:54 to go in the first quarter, the Buffalo Bills up 7-0, about to get the ball back. Punt is in the air. All right, and we made the first guy miss. McKenzie's tripped up and he gets to the 29-yard line, it looks like. So McKenzie just picked up this past week. Now on our special teams as a punt returner. So first return is Buffalo Bill, actually a pretty good one. Gets it to about the 29-yard line as we take our first commercial break with the Buffalo Bills up 7-0 on the New York Jets as they scored on 2 plays in their first drive. Let's go through some scores throughout the league. Again, that's something else we do here on Believers Talk. We go through the scores throughout the week as commercials happen. I'd let you know who scored, so if you have any fantasy implications, you'll know immediately as we get the score here. So Buffalo up 7-0 on a McCoy 28-yard touchdown run. Again, that Matt Barkley, Robert Foster 47-yard pass. Sorry, I got too excited and it wasn't 55 yards. So, now the Chicago Bears are up 6-0 on Detroit. Cody Parkey actually missed an extra point in this one already. It was a Cohen 3-yard touchdown run for the Bears to go up 6-0 on Detroit. New Orleans, Cincinnati is still 0-0. Atlanta, Cleveland 0-0. Indianapolis is already up 7-0 on Jacksonville. Eric Ebron 53-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Luck. And Kansas City is already up 7-0 on Arizona as they got a Tyreek Hill 37-yard TD pass. Man, that guy's quick. Tyreek Hill, he scores faster than I can say stuff sometimes because we all know how slow I say stuff sometimes. But Tyreek Hill, 37-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs are up on the Cardinals 7-0. Washington, Tampa Bay still tied at 0. Tennessee actually up 7-0 early on New England as they score on their first drive. Jonnu Smith with a 4-yard touchdown pass from Marcus Mariota. And that's the 1 o'clock games. Looking later in this day, you got LA Chargers at Oakland, Miami at Green Bay, St. Louis at the LA Rams. And then tonight, you got Dallas at Philly. Always a good one. Always a fun one to watch. So, welcome to Believers Talk. If you are just joining me, you already missed some good things. The Buffalo Bills scored on their first drive to make this one 7-0. McCoy sees the end zone for the first time this season. A 28-yard touchdown by him. And then they force a 3 and out as McCown throws to a Enunwa first down for 5 yards. They try to run on second down, and they get nowhere. And then on third down, Jarrett Hughes with a pass deflection, and they are forced to punt. Buffalo will get the ball back with 12:43 to go in the first quarter at the 29-yard line. And again, you already have Matt Barkley 1 for 1, 47 yards. Huge pass play on first down, first play of the game to Robert Foster, who just joined the team again this week, to put the ball at the 28-yard line. McCoy then runs it to the right, gets a touchdown. So come back from commercial. Buffalo's up 7-0. They have the ball. Let's see what happens. McCown 1 for 2 so far today. And on first down, we got Barkley under center, going deep again. This one's a little overthrown. This one was intended for Robert Woods. I wish we still had Robert Woods, but Zay Jones close to midfield. It's a little overthrown, and it's incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. So, speaking of both these offenses, 7 points is a lot. And in the NFL, it doesn't sound like a lot, and it shouldn't be. But for both these offenses to overcome a 7-point deficit, it's a lot to overcome with both these defenses playing pretty well. Shotgun formation, McCoy to his left. He hands it off to McCoy. McCoy tries to bounce it outside. Looks like McCoy is able to stretch it out for a yard. There's a flag on the play, however. It does not last long. But I am going to try to fix that as we go throughout the game today. Again, I apologize. I should be back on now. So I apologize for that. We had that issue last week, and it kept coming up randomly at random times. I mean, it was a holding call in Buffalo, so it's going to be second and 20 for the Buffalo Bills at the 20-yard line. 12:30 to go in the first quarter. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical problems. If someone's on here who's new, please let them know. That's what I'm having if that happens again. Murphy on the left-hand side gets his first carry of the game, gets 5 yards to get it back to the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Buffalo Bills. 12:15 to go in the first quarter. Buffalo up 7-0. Buffalo scores on their first drive. 2 quick plays downfield. Krabby Kale, Buffalo Sack Attack, thanks. Fox 87, thanks a lot. That seems to be happening from time to time. It just started creeped up last week. I tried to refresh my OBS software throughout the week to make sure that wasn't the issue. So I'll try to figure out what the issue is. Maybe it's a connection issue. Maybe it's a internet issue. I don't know. I'll try to figure that out. If that happens again, please let me know. On 3rd down, the pass over the middle to Zay Jones falls incomplete, so it's going to be up a 4th and 14 for the Buffalo Bills. May on the coverage for the Jets was able to get his hand in there. Luckily, that was not intercepted. Got a deflection. Zay Jones was looking for a pass interference call on that play. You're not going to get a pass interference call there, although it did look like he was early again. But as we know from last week, Zay Jones can get hit before the ball gets there because, well, it's not that big of a deal. That's how I think that's how the NFL looks at it. You know, last week they argued it was within a yard of the line of scrimmage, so that's why it was allowed, which is a rule. So I'll say that okay, but this time it was like 20 yards downfield. So as Colin Schmidt gets a good punt off, the Bills cannot tackle. I was talking about this in the pregame about how our special teams needs to do better. They didn't do better there as they could not tackle them. So the Jets will start with the ball with 11:30 to go in the first quarter, close to midfield. I think it's about the 42-yard line. So Jets get the ball. The punt, again, good punt by Colton Schmidt. The Bills special teams does a good job getting down there to cover the punt, but then no one tackles. So the Jets will start with the ball close to midfield as the Bills are up on the New York Jets 7-0. Again, 2 quick plays on their first drive. Robert Foster for about 45, 49 yards, something like that, and then McCoy with a 28-yard touchdown run. So we're at commercial break, so I'll go over some scores again for you. Not too much happening, I'm sure, from the last time, although as I say that, the Saints popped up. The Saints have scored a touchdown. So Chicago still up on Detroit 6-0. The Saints did score a touchdown just now. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas for a 7-yard touchdown. Extra point still pending in that one. That's extra point's now good. 7-0 New Orleans. Atlanta, Cleveland. Cleveland has the ball 0-0 in that one. Indy is up 7-0 on Jacksonville. Kansas City is up 7-0 on Arizona. Arizona has the ball in the red zone at the 20-yard line, 3rd and 1 there. Tampa Bay, Washington still tied at 0. New England has scored a field goal to cut into Tennessee's lead to make that one 7-3. So those are the scores of the 1 o'clock game. No London, no early games today. So all the rest of the games are at 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And then, of course, tomorrow night you have the San Francisco 49ers versus the New York Giants. I'm going to give you guys the bye weeks from this week. I know Baltimore is one of them. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Baltimore, Denver, Houston, Minnesota are the bye weeks this week. So you won't be seeing or hearing their names, and that is why they're on a bye week. Dan Jones, welcome to Believers Talk. Great start for us. That's exactly what, I wasn't expecting us to open the game up with a long pass downfield. Glad we did it. Like I said, the Jets had 8 in the box, and they all came forward when there was a fake half to McCoy. You had one-on-one coverage on the outside, so you had your option who to go to. I believe it was Calvin Benjamin up top, and then you had Foster on the bottom. Goes to Foster. We all know about Foster's speed. I mean, talk about Josh Allen's first pass in preseason was a long bomb to Robert Foster where Foster had to step. Unfortunately, that pass went out of bounds. In this case, the pass did lead him out of bounds, but was able to catch it, get some feet in, get some extra yards before he was led out of bounds to get inside the 30-yard line. Then a 28-yard run by McCoy. The Jets start with the ball 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 11:31 to go in the first quarter. Again, welcome to Believers Talk. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. As we get some pressure on McCown. McCown tries to run. Is able to get a couple yards before Shaq Lawson hits him from behind. So good coverage downfield by the Bills. 2nd down, I don't like seeing Josh McCown gaining yards on us. But again, you're not going to have a linebacker, spy on Josh McCown. So he's able to pick up 3 yards before tackled from behind by Shaq Lawson. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the New York Jets. Bills stop the Jets to a 3-and-out. Their first possession, let's see what happens here, is they run the ball again. On 2nd down, they don't get much, maybe a yard on the play as Edmonds comes up and makes the tackle. So, again, good to see Edmonds in there. Missed last week due to the concussion protocol. Was unable to clear concussion protocol. They have a 5-step process they have to clear. He was unable to clear that. Same thing with Derek Anderson, who's still out, unable to clear concussion protocol. Be interesting to see what we do with that QB position once Josh Allen is back. We do expect Josh Allen to start. It's been said that he's going to start next week. So the Jets come out, again, shotgun formation, have a running back to his left and right, and then they both going into, the Bills come on a blitz, and no one picks it up. Milano comes in, misses the tackle, but then I believe it was Kyle Williams was there to clean it up, and there's a sack. So that's the Bills' first sack here of this game. Milano comes in. McCown sees him at the last second, is able to spin away from Milano, but by that time there are a couple other Bills players there who are able to pick up the sack for. No, actually it was it was Williams and maybe is that Hyde who were able to get in there and get the sack. So 4th and 13 now for the Jets. 2 3-and-outs for this Bills defense. Great way to start. Again, Micah Hyde now back to return a punt. Gets it at the 10-yard line. Gets it to about the 26 before he is tackled there. So 2 3-and-outs for the New York Jets as Poyer finishes off the sack for the Bills. Again, Milano comes in on a rush, not picked up, and Poyer is right behind him. They both come in. McCown spins out Milano's tackle, but Poyer's right there to clean it up. So great start for the Buffalo Bills. Went 3-and-out on our second drive. This is going to be our third drive now. Bills did start with the ball, which means the Jets will get the ball to start the second half. But great start for the Bills defense, 2 3-and-outs. Let's see now if this offense can sustain a first down or two, keep that defense off the field for a little bit, because now it's getting that time. You talk about early in the game, we have that quick score while the Bills defense isn't on the field yet. We go 3-and-out. Bills defense is forced on the field again. Luckily, they're forcing 3-and-outs too, so they're not getting too winded. But you do want to see a sustainable drive here and there to make sure that this defense is getting the rest they need to continue to keep the Jets out of the end zone. Buffalo up 7-0, less than 11 minutes to go in this first quarter. Again, we're at commercial break, so we'll go through some scores real quick, see if there's been any updates. 9:29 to go in the first quarter. The Bills up on the Jets 9:29 to go in the first quarter. The Bills are up on the Jets 7-0. The Bills have the ball at the 27-yard line. I'll say things slower, and then maybe you'll understand me, because I don't understand myself sometimes. Detroit, Chicago. Chicago's still up 6-0 on Detroit. Detroit has the ball in Chicago territory. They are facing a 4th and 17, however, so let's see what they do there. New Orleans is up 7-0 on Cincinnati after a Michael Thomas 7-yard touchdown pass from Drew Brees. Cleveland is now up 7-0 on Atlanta after a Rashad Higgins 28-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield. So if that score holds up for a little bit, that might become the upset of the week, or potential upset of the week. Cleveland up on Atlanta 7-0. Indianapolis still up 7-0 on Jacksonville. Arizona has scored to tie the game in Kansas City. A David Johnson 9-yard touchdown pass 3 on New England. New Jersey, whatever you want to call it. Bills got the ball 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 9:29 to go in the first quarter. We have I formation as DeMarco actually goes in motion. Handoff is to McCoy, gets it to about the 31-yard line before he's taken down. I saw some McCoy screens. Maybe we can start opening those up. McCoy can run a little bit, get some screens going. Again, we need a big day from McCoy. We need a big day from Marcus Murphy, and we need a big day from Tyron Jones. I haven't heard his name for quite some time, actually, especially on the return game. So, but I think he'd still play special teams. He's just not the main returner. Chris Ivory is inactive for today's game. If you are just joining me, Chris Ivory is inactive. So is Charles Clay. As McCoy is the only guy in the backfield, they hand it off to Foster as Foster was coming in motion. Foster does pick up a first down. And then Lee with the tackle, but good gain for the Buffalo Bills as they get about 10 on that play. Gets us a first down. Again, this is what I'm talking about, a couple first downs, sustain some drives, so that way our defense can get a little bit of a rest. As we get the ball to the 43-yard line before he's tackled close to the left sideline. 8:30 to go in the first quarter. Buffalo has the ball 1st and 10, up 7-0 on the New York Jets. On the first drive of the game, a big 28-yard run by McCoy. So You got Matt Barkley under center again. You got McCoy alone in the backfield. Benjamin to the top of the screen. That's where they go with the ball to the top. As Barkley's hit as he thrown, Benjamin does a good job, actually, of just knocking the ball down. It looks like he might get a good pass interference call, too. That's a shame for your Jets fan. I'm sorry. No stream game due to copyright. Hey, if there's no stream, you can join me here, guys. I'm more welcome. I'm more happy to give you the play-by-play reaction. So Claiborne's in coverage on Kelvin Benjamin, and Kelvin Benjamin has to come back to the ball just to make sure there's no interception. So all he does is bat the ball down. Yes, okay. Incomplete pass. It's going to be second down. I know Bills fans might be upset about that, but that's the right call. Claiborne is looking to intercept the ball because Barkley's hit as he throws it, and he just throws up a duck in the air. And Claiborne has a good shot at interception, and Benjamin comes back and deflects the ball so that way Claiborne doesn't get it, and they try to call pass interference. They picked up the flag, however, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. I think that's the right call. If you're a Bills fan, you probably want to disagree with that. McCarron under center, 2nd down, hands it off to McCoy. The play's almost blown up in the backfield, but McCoy is able to juke and jive to get about 4 yards to make it 3rd and 6. A good job by McCoy as the defense was in there pretty much at the handoff, but they were looking at the quarterback for the sack. McCoy takes the ball and gets about 4 yards, gets 5 yards on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. 7:45 to go in the first quarter. They did pick up that flag for pass interference, which again I think was a good call. But Buffalo 7-0 with 7:35 now to go in the first quarter. You got Matt Barkley with his first start since 2006. He's in shotgun. McCoy to his left. You have 3 wide receivers at the top of the screen. Benjamin alone at the bottom. Again, Barkley's hit as he thrown, and it's just over the head. Is that flag? I thought I saw a flag for a minute, but no. So it's 4th down. I think that was to Andre Holmes. It was just over his head. Again, Barkley hit as he thrown. Good job by the Bills to get a first down there. Give our defense a little bit of a rest. Defense has done a good job so far. And maybe even flip field position a little bit. Defense has done a good job forcing 2 3-and-outs on this so far today. As we get ready to punt Schmidt back. Oh, it's a fake punt. Fake punt. And it's converted. So it's a fake punt. The snap goes to the gunner. And Foster goes out for a route, does a out route, picks up about 10 to 15 yards. So a fake punt for the Buffalo Bills. And I swallow. Unfortunately, the game, from what I heard from Fox 7, the game is copyright, so there's no stream. But yeah, Logan Thomas is the gunner, and it snapped right to him. And then he does a quick pass to Robert Foster, who does an out route. Gets the ball inside Jet territory for a first down. That's the first punt I think we've converted in at least 3 years. That's awesome. Good job. Good job. Good play call. And then the Buffalo Bills now have the ball 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. 7-0 Buffalo, 6:39 to go. First play is a handoff to McCoy. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and just gets met there by a line of Jets defenders. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Buffalo up 7-0. Just converted on a fake punt. Logan Thomas to Robert Foster as they fake the punt. So Logan Thomas is now 1-for-1 on the day. That's funny. Maybe he should be our quarterback. I said that, I think, in a previous stream. It was a great fake punt. Good job by the Bills. Wish it would have come in a game that mattered, but I don't think we're going to have too many of those this season. McCarron in shotgun. McCoy to his left. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. 2 to the bottom. I think that's Andre Holmes and Logan Thomas to the bottom of the screen. McCoy goes out for a screen. So McCoy's screen gets inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line before he's taken down on 2nd and 10. So that's going to bring up about 3rd and 3 as he picks up 7 on the play. Let me see. Oh, no, they're only giving 5 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Bills. 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Buffalo already up 7-0 on the Jets. I had 50 on the Bills. Hey, do it, dude. I mean, good for you. Right now, it's looking good for you. The Bills were getting 8 points, I believe. 7 points? 7 points. Bills were getting 7 points. I would have taken the Bills probably today too, even though in my prediction I said I wouldn't. But that's why I don't. That's why I know I don't bet with the Bills. Too emotionally invested already. Out route to Zay Jones, who gets the first down, able to reach his arm out, get about to the 20, or is that the 25, maybe the 30-yard line. I'm confused with side. I think that's a 25, actually. Yeah, it's 25. So Zay Jones able to get on a quick out route, get to the 25-yard line, gets another Buffalo Bills first down. Again, this all started with the Jets stopped the Bills after one first down. However, on 4th and 3 or 4th and 4, the Bills run a fake punt. Logan Thomas passes the ball on an out route to Robert Foster, and Foster picks up about 11 on the play before he's forced out of bounds. So that gave us a first down in Jets territory. Now we have the ball at the Jets 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, 7-0 already Buffalo. H-back delay to McCoy. We all know how much I hate the H-back delay. Halfback delay, but it does pick up 7 or 8 yards in this situation. So it's going to be second down, less than 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Buffalo moving the ball downfield pretty well. About 8 yards there by McCoy. So far, a good game by McCoy. He has that 28-yard touchdown, his first of the season. Able to get a couple of plays here, a couple chunk plays, which is what we need. 2nd and 2. This is going to help us convert these 2nd and 3rd downs, make them manageable. So McCoy does go out. Looks like he's either winded or got a little banged up on that play. Marcus Murphy now in for the Buffalo Bills as Buffalo hits the ball 2nd and 2 from the 17-yard line. They do hand it off to Murphy. Murphy does pick up the first down, so the Bills get the ball inside the 15-yard line. We know how much the Buffalo Bills offense has struggled so far in the red zone this year. Let's see what happens now with the ball inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. I'm not going to say Barkley's looked good, but that first play he looked pretty good. The ball did lead Foster out of bounds, but was completed, so you can't be that upset about that. But I think he's less than 50% so far in this game. So, the good mix of run and pass so far on this drive. 6 rushes, 5 passes, 59 yards. This drive is taking up over 6 minutes of game time, so that's also very good. Give that defense time to rest. Shotgun formation for Barkley. Passes it up to Benjamin. Benjamin goes up and he had it. He had it. It was the perfect Kelvin Benjamin ball. Go up and get it. He got up, went up, got it, couldn't bring it back down. Story of the season, possibly story of the career of Kelvin Benjamin. Claiborne doesn't even get the ball. Claiborne isn't even the one that knocks the ball out of his hands. He has it like this, and you can't see, I know my camera's going to cut this off. Has it up here like this, brings it down as he hits the ground. What happens? Blah, 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 blah. That's what happens. That's what happens. 2nd and 10, you need to help out your young quarterback, Kelvin Benjamin. If you're going to be a number 1 wide receiver, you're going to need to help out your young quarterback. 2nd down, Marcus Murphy gets the ball, gets it to about the 11-yard line before he's tackled. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 for the Buffalo Bills. That would have been another touchdown. Obviously, that would have been another touchdown. And that was a good pass by Matt Barkley. That was exactly where Kelvin Benjamin needs to go get it. And he just comes down with it as he hits the ground. It bops out. So, 3rd and 7 for the Buffalo Bills. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Again, the Bills have done a great job on this drive, a 7-minute drive. We want to see it capped off with 7 points here, or 6 points here. As Barkley's in shotgun, you got 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Benjamin alone to the top. McCoy goes out as well. Passes to Zay Jones. Zay Jones gets in, fumbles the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. Whoo, Zay Jones, you need to be careful, my man. Need to be careful. It's a touchdown Buffalo with a clear recovery. So Zay Jones caught the ball at about the 6-yard line. And as he's running in, he's getting tackled. He goes to extend. He goes to extend the ball. As he goes to extend the ball, it's knocked out of his hands. Luckily, Kroom is there to recover the ball and get the touchdown for Buffalo. So that's two offensive touchdowns on the day for the Buffalo Bills. As Kroom does. And it definitely looks like it's a fumble. They'll review it, of course. All turnovers and scoring plays are reviewed, so they'll review it. But Zay Jones with the fumble, luckily Kroom is there for the recovery and the touchdown. So they're definitely going. I mean, he's definitely lucky that was not a turnover and that Kroom is there to recover the ball. I know you want to score. I know you want to get points on the board for your team. But I'll take 1st and goal from the 1 as Williamson, number 54, and Adams, number 33, are there for the Jets to knock the ball out. Luckily, Jason Kroom is there for the recovery and the touchdown. Way to get on top of that. Make up for last week a little bit. And it's now 13-0 Buffalo Bills. 2 offensive touchdowns for the Bills in this game. 2:12 to go in the first quarter. I don't think many people would have seen it coming, but the Bills are up 13-0, pending extra point from Steven Hauschka here. So, great start for the Buffalo Bills. Scored touchdowns on 2 of our first 3 drives. I think Peterman's gone at the end of this week. Maybe. Barkley's looking pretty good. Completion percentage isn't great, But again, we've seen a drop now by Kelvin Benjamin. We've seen a couple errant throws. We did see that one completion by Logan Thomas on the fake punt there. So again, we get on this drive here, we get a first down. The Jets do a good job stopping us to maybe like a 3rd and 4, I believe it was. We go out to punt. The snap goes straight back to Logan Thomas. Foster goes on an out route. He acts like he's gonna run down on the special teams for the return guy. He does an out route. Gets about 8-9 yards, and then we get the first down, get in Jets territory, and from there, a few run plays, a screen pass to McCoy, drop pass by Kelvin Benjamin again, and but Zay Jones gets first down, goes to extend to the goal line. As he extends to the goal line, and he wasn't even that close. That's the shame of it. Wasn't even that close. He fumbles, but luckily Jason Kroom is there to fall on the ball to make it 13-0. Extra points good by Steven Hauschka, and the Bills lead the game 14-0 with about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. So let's go through some scores real quick as far as around the league. Again, Buffalo up 14-0 on the Jets with 2:12 to go. Detroit's now down 13-0 on Chicago after Allen Robinson has a 36-yard touchdown pass from Mitchell Trubisky. Cody Parkey is good this time, makes it 13-0. Cincinnati did score a touchdown to even things up with the Saints, a John Ross 2-yard touchdown pass from Andy Dalton. Cleveland still up 7-0 on Atlanta. Indianapolis is now up 13-7 after a real quick touchdown to match Jacksonville's touchdown. Moncrief had an 80-yard touchdown from Blake Bortles. And then Ebron now with a 2-yard touchdown run as time expired in the first quarter. So it's going to be 13-7. I think they have to kick the extra point before they have to do a untimed down for the extra point. That'll make it 14-7 there. Kansas City scored a field goal, so they're now up 10-7 on the Arizona Cardinals. Washington has a field goal. They're up 3-0 on Tampa Bay. And Tennessee right now up 14-3 on New England. We saw Tennessee upset Philadelphia earlier this year. Maybe they can upset both Super Bowl teams. Up 14-3 early on. You have the Dolphins at Green Bay, and you have Seattle at the LA Rams. Tonight, of course, a great divisional game. Always a good divisional game. Dallas at Philadelphia. Tomorrow you have the snooze fest as the Giants play San Fran down in San Fran. So, that game should be a lot like this one, kind of like no one's excited about it. Unfortunately, the NFL has not learned to, and maybe you can't for financial reasons, but flex Monday night games. I guess it's hard to sell tickets the day after, to flex a game the day after if someone bought tickets than it is Sundays. Changing game from Sunday at 1 o'clock to Sunday at 8 o'clock is a little bit different to Sunday at 1 o'clock to Monday at 8 o'clock. So I guess I understand that. But Buffalo kicks it off into the end zone and is knelt down by the Jets. So Jets will start with the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Again, this defense has done a great job so far. I'm talking about Buffalo Bills. Getting a few 3-and-outs already. And so let's hope that the defense keeps it up here as the Bills up 14-0. Two touchdowns already on the day for the Buffalo Bills offense. That's more than we've had in, I think, 4 or 5 weeks combined. So good job by the offense there. Matt Barkley, you're starting to hear those Matt Barkley things, hearing in your ear. So first down, a run to the right-hand side, Yarbrough with a tackle, and that's about a 2-yard loss there for the Jets. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 for the New York Jets. Currently, the New York Jets, this is going to be their 8th offensive play. They only have 1 yard. So great job by the defense so far of the Buffalo Bills. Only 1 yard of offense for the Jets. Blitz coming as Edmonds gets to him. Pass is deflected high in the air. Incomplete. Wow. So Edmonds actually does a great job. The running back, I don't know who it was for the Jets, but the running back is there to block Edmonds, and Edmonds just jumps over him. So number 20 for the Jets, which is, I have it here on my paper. Give me a second. I got it. Isaiah Crowell. So Isaiah Crowell's in for the block, and Edmonds just jumps over him. And so, but then McCown in the jump is able to run past him, goes to throw it, gets deflected high in the air, but no Bills players near it, so it's incomplete. So now we got 3rd and 11 for the New York Jets. A minute 32 to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for McCown. Screen pass set up to the running back as he ran to the right, but falls incomplete. So now this New York fan base is not happy as it looks like Bilal Powell went out for a screen pass and it's just out of his reach, and so it's going to be a 4th and 11. So that means in 9 offensive plays so far for the New York Jets, they've mustered 1 yard. So great job by the Bills defense so far. I'm watching the stream on PlayStation. Hey, I'm glad you're here, Myth. I'm still glad you're here. So thanks for joining me on Believers Talk again. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Bills off to a great start. Good punt there by the New York Jets. And it looks like it's ran out of bounds about the 27-yard line by our newly acquisitioned wide receiver McKenzie. He's back return punts, so that's his 2nd punt return of the day. As we get ready, again, the Bills up with 1:17 to go in the first quarter. The Buffalo Bills up 14-0 on the New York Jets. Hey, in Fox 87, we're laughing about it now, but man, we're up 14-0. The Jets have 1 yard of offense with 1:17 to go in the first quarter. I know Jets Central can't be happy about that. I know he said he'll be joining me a little bit later, so I look forward to having him on here. If you're a Jets fan, I appreciate you being on here again. You want to hit that subscribe button because we will be going live for the Buffalo Bills New York Jets game later this season when the New York Jets travel to Buffalo to play them in Buffalo. So you want to join us for that as well. Thank you for watching on Believers Talk. Again, my name is Joe. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like I said, we go live 3 times a week. We go live for Albert Foster. Looks like he actually went to the sideline with a broken finger, so he will not be back for the rest of this game unless it's just dislocated. Maybe he'll come back, but he went back to the locker room. So Barkley under center, fakes a handoff, throws a long pass to this one to Zay Jones, and we're back inside Jets territory again as the Bills get the ball to the 40-yard line. A long pass from Matt Barkley to Zay Jones, again just lobbing it up there. The fake handoff to McCoy really makes the Jets defense rush back to the backfield, eyes in the backfield, and we just lob a pass up to Zay Jones, and he's able to come down with it. Again, Zay Jones been impressive recently, guys. I tell you what, if Zay Jones and Josh Allen get on the same page come the next year or two, watch that connection. So first down, Barkley under center. This time it is a handoff to McCoy. McCoy gets nowhere on the play. Almost looked like there was a fumble, but no, he did not fumble the ball, as he actually almost might have had a yard loss on that one, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. This offense looking pretty good for Buffalo, man. I mean, I know we're playing the Jets, but it's amazing what Matt Barkley can do. You know, if you have a guy like Matt Barkley out there, why didn't you pick him up earlier this season? I tell you what, as we're already up 14-0, have the ball in Jets territory. I don't think we're going to run another play in this first quarter. Yeah, no, the clock's going to run down in the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, I think for the first time this season, the Bills lead the Jets 14-0. So the Buffalo Bills have outgained the Jets 186 yards to 1 so far. I know I watched Jet Central. I watched his stream that he did about Bears fans. Bears fans hear how the game going. Mine's is going great. Oh, yeah, the game. Thank you for joining me. I know we played the Bears last week. You guys got a great win there. Obviously, really impressive. But yeah, I think the Bears are winning currently as well. So let's go through some scores as it's the end of the first quarter here with the Buffalo Bills up on the New York Jets, 14-0. Buffalo has the ball inside Jet territory. So we'll go through some scores real quick. Again, the Bills up on the Jets, 14-0. Bills have the ball at the Jets' 40-yard line. Going to be second and about 10.5, maybe 11 yards to start. Chicago up 13-0 on Detroit, and they have the ball. Cincinnati, New Orleans actually scored another touchdown, so they're up on Cincinnati 14-7. Jet Central is the best, even though he's a Jets fan. He's awesome. I really enjoy watching his videos on YouTube. I do watch a lot of his videos, and maybe before the next video, if Jet Central is watching or if he does the playback, maybe we could do some sort of collaboration video about that game as the Jets go to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. But I remember watching his YouTube videos past week, and he said if the Jets don't come out and beat the Bills, you start questioning whether Bowles is going to be there in a couple weeks. And it's a fair argument. Bowles has been there for 4 seasons now, and the Jets you thought they'd improve time after time, and still here they are at the bottom of the division, trying to fight out of that. Especially if the Bills beat them here, like I said. So, but yeah, the Saints up now on the Cincinnati Bengals, 14-7. I'm trying to get to it. Mark Ingram has a 28-yard touchdown pass from Drew Brees to make that one 14-7 there. Cleveland up 7-3 now in Atlanta. Atlanta's cut into that deficit a little bit. Indy's up 14-7 on Jacksonville. Kansas City's up 10-7 on Arizona. Washington's beating Tampa Bay 3-0. Tampa Bay, however, has the ball in the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 18. And Tennessee has added a field goal. So now Tennessee's up 17-3 on New England. And we all know Tennessee's defense can play. We know Tennessee's defense is good. We know they don't allow a lot of points. I mean, we barely hung on to beat them. I think it was 13-12. So we know that Tennessee's defense does not allow a lot of points. It'll be interesting to see how Tom Brady handles that. Again, they have that tiebreaker against Kansas City, but Kansas City still has a game up on them. So if Tennessee beats them this week, who knows how many more losses Kansas City has on the schedule. I know everyone says that division's tough, and they're right, it is. But, man, that offense looks scary in Kansas City. So who knows what's going to happen there. This does give them a little bit of that cushion to possibly get that 1 seed still in the AFC. So coming back from break, again, Bills have the ball 2nd and 10. Fake end around, passes in the air, and almost intercepted by Claiborne. Claiborne had the ball in both his hands and almost was able to come down with it, but just dropped it at the end. Jet Central's cool. Yeah, I'm happy I can name drop him. So if you haven't subscribed to Jet Central, you're a fan of the Bills or the Jets, he does do a lot of AFC East type news and coverage, so you want to subscribe to him as well. But man, that was almost an interception for Claiborne. That definitely could have turned the tides on this game. But Buffalo has the ball 3rd and 10 at the 40-yard line. Jets really looking to stop the Bills here on 3rd down. Bills currently 2 for 4 on 3rd downs. Probably don't want them gaining too many yards either. You don't want Hauschka to add to this lead. Shotgun formation. Passes to Zay Jones. It's completed, but it's only completed for about 9 yards. It's going to be short, so it's going to be 4th and 1 here at about the 31-yard line. I would say kick the field goal, go up 3 scores here. I know some people might not be a fan of that thinking, but I just think it's best to go up 3 scores here. However, the offense does stay on the field on this 4th and 1. I don't know if I agree with this call. You have Stephen Hauschmoney back there. There's no reason to go for it. If you have Hauschmoney in fantasy, you want to see him kick a field goal here. But we got the ball 4th and 1 at the 31-yard line. Looks like we have, there was a false start on McCoy. They didn't catch it. That's interesting. Yeah, it should have been a false start on McCoy. DeMarco went into motion to go to the left. And as he went into motion, I guess McCoy thought it was the snap. And so he jumped. So it should be an illegal shift on McCoy. But they should have blown it dead before the play starts. So the Jets got a free shot on McCoy. So I'm not happy about that. It's going to be a 4th and 6. So my wish will come true as far as the field goal attempt. But yeah, you can't have 2 guys go in motion at the same time. And they didn't. McCoy jumped. I mean, it should have just been a false start. That's all it should have been. But it's called illegal formation or illegal shift. So now Hauschka comes out for what will be a 48-yard field goal attempt to make it a 3-score game. Hauschka 13 for 14 on the year. No, I'm sorry. It's my either my math's terrible or I thought they were somewhere they're not. It's gonna be a 54-yard attempt. It's good. So Bills up 17-0. How dare I ever doubt Stephen Hauschmoney for the field goal? Great kick there. So it's 17-0 Buffalo, 13:52 to go in the first half. The Bills offense, man, I know it's against the Jets, and maybe this says something about the Jets defense, but the Bills offense clicking on all cylinders here, up 17-0. If this keeps going at this rate, we're gonna match our season total for points. If this keeps up, man. But yeah, Bills up 17-0. The defense has only allowed 1 yard of offense so far in this game. So the Jets have 1 yard of offense to the Bills. I think they actually have over 200 at this point already in this game. So 13:52 to go in the first half. Buffalo leading the Jets 17-0. Again, with how bad both these offenses are. I mean, I don't want to say too much. We all know that our offense can give up points with the best of them. And that obviously will get the Jets back in this game. We've already seen two times in this game where the Jets had a chance for an interception. The first one, Kelvin Benjamin actually did a good job. That's right, you heard me, Bills fans. Kelvin Benjamin did a good job. Don't hear that too often, so I want to shine it out when I can. stop coming back for the ball and breaking up a chance for any interception. In fact, we almost got a free pass interference. Luckily, they picked up that flag. I would have felt bad for the Jets, and I don't like to do that. So with 13:52 to go, the Jets get the ball back in the end zone. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 25-yard line. Again, so far, a total of 1 yard for the New York Jets. They've held the ball for just over 4 minutes so far. So everything looking good if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. House money, baby. You bet ya. You bet ya. House money all day makes it 17-0, a 54-yard field goal. Jets start with the ball, 13:52 to go in the first half at the 25. First down, McCown in shotgun formation. Passes it over the middle. Looks like it's complete. Whistles are blowing. No, it's actually incomplete. Okay, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. The pass was intended for Curse, but it looks like Curse scooped it at the last minute, so it's going to be incomplete. 13:47 to go in the first half. The Buffalo Bills up 17-0. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the New York Jets at the 25-yard line. Again, the Jets 1 yard of offense so far, -1 passing yard so far on the day. It just hasn't been a good day if you're a Jets fan. But things could change. It's still the first half. The Jets will start with the ball when we start the second half. So score once in the first half here, hold the Bills, and then start the second half. Anything can happen. Curse with the completion gets it to about the 33-yard line before he's hit by a few. It looks like Poyer, Milano, and Edmonds all came out on the tackle there. So he got hit from all angles. It's gonna be 3rd and 2 now for the Jets as he completes the 8-yard pass to Curse. I just said his name. How can I forget? So it's going to be with 13:10 to go in the first half. It's going to be 3rd and 2 here. Jets still looking for the first down of the game. As McCown's under center. Fake handoff. Max protection here. Has all day to throw. Incomplete pass going down the sideline. Looks like they're looking for a flag. They're not going to get a flag. So it's going to bring up 4th and 2 with 13:04 to go. So again, the Bills stop this Jets offense to another 3 and out. And this Jets offense has yet to get 10 yards on the day. They only have 9 yards with 13:04 to go in the first half. So great day for the Buffalo Bills. So far, up 17-0, both offensively and defensively doing a good job. And then the Jets just not looking good, not being able to move the ball yet on this Bills offense, or on this Bills defense, or on the Bills offense. We all know the Bills offense can give up yards and points too. But so far, doing a good job. Watch it. They don't get us with a fake punt. They don't. The punt's on its way. McKenzie catches at the 15-yard line. Gets it to 30, gets it to 35, but he's forced that bounce at the 37-yard line. So Buffalo's going to start with the ball 1st and 10. Good punt return. That's what we need. This McKenzie pickup might have slipped past some of you previously from Denver. But yeah, he's really opened up the return game a little bit. A couple good returns already in this game. And Buffalo will start with the ball 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Already up 17-0 in this one. So good start if you're a Bills fan. Good first half. Let's go through some scores as we went to commercial here. Again, the Bills up 17-0 on the New York Jets. Detroit is now down 19-0. Chicago scored another touchdown. Anthony Miller with a 45-yard touchdown pass, but Cody Parkey didn't miss it all last week. Looked pretty good last week with his second missed PAT. Makes that one 19-0. The Bears have the ball again in the red zone after Matthew Stafford just got intercepted by Bryce Callahan. So Chicago up 19-0. Chicago has the ball in the red zone. So they're looking pretty good there. New Orleans is up 14-7 on the Cincinnati Bengals. Atlanta is now up 10-7 on Cleveland as they score a Julio Jones 1-yard touchdown pass. So Julio finds the end zone again. Indianapolis now up 21-7 on Jacksonville. Eric Ebron with 3 touchdowns now in that game. He has a 12-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Luck. So if you have Eric Ebron or Andrew Luck in this game, you're looking pretty good. In your fantasy team, you're looking pretty good. Kansas City now up 13-7 on Arizona. They had another field goal to go up 13-7. Arizona doing a decent job keeping them out of the end zone, keeping it a game there. Washington still up 3-0 on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been in the red zone twice, no points. So I kind of wonder what's happened there. Don't know if they've gone for on 4th downs, got a couple turnovers, not sure. But Washington still leads 3-0 in that one. And New England has scored a touchdown to close that gap to 17-10. They just scored a touchdown. It was James DeVellin, a 1-yard touchdown run. That's right, James DeVellin. Who the heck is that? I think it's his fullback. But anyway, 1-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski makes the extra point, makes that one 17-10 with a lot more than 12.5 minutes to go in the first half there. Tom Brady is 7 for 11, 100 yards. Mariota's 6 for 10, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. Commercial here in the New York Jets Buffalo Bills game with the Bills up 17-0, and the Bills just got the ball back. The Jets yet to get a first down. Still here, Myth. Glad you're here. I know you're watching it on your PlayStation or streaming it somewhere, and I know you can't talk and stream all at the same time. Don't worry, I can't talk and type at the same time as I put stuff on Twitter as I stream. I have to stop what I'm doing just to be able to do that. So, but 17-0 Buffalo. The Jets still to get a first down. First and 10 from 36. Got McCarron in shotgun formation. Murphy on first down gets to the 40-yard line. And it's not McCarron. Barkley. Not McCarron. Barkley. Go Bills. Say goodbye to Nathan Peterman. I mean, I hope so. We should have been saying goodbye to Nathan Peterman a long, long time ago. But yeah, I mean, Nathan Peterman, you have to wonder once Allen gets back after the bye week. And you figure Anderson will be healthy again too by the time the bye week's over. So what's gonna happen to our quarterback situation? Handoffs to McCoy on second down. McCoy gets about 2 yards before he's tackled. So it's gonna bring up a third and about 4 for the Buffalo Bills. So good to see McCoy back in there. Actually, so they're going over the stat. Time leading last 3 games. The Bills have not had a lead at all in the last 3 games, which isn't hard to believe. In today's game, they've led the whole game. So yards per play, we're averaging 7.5. The Jets are only averaging 0.8. So McCoy has 8 rushes for 47 yards and a touchdown. So 3rd and 4, we got shotgun formation. McCoy to the right, Murphy to the left. Pass on 3rd down, gets the first down again to Zay Jones. Zay Jones already having a good day again. Really looking forward to that connection with Josh Allen in the future. As Allen gets healthy, he'll come back from the bye week healthy. You got Anderson will come back from the bye week healthy. And if Barkley keeps looking this good, maybe it's worth hanging on to him. And that means you would say goodbye to Nathan Peterman. So Buffalo has the ball 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line, close to Jets territory as they run it again to McCoy. McCoy gets into Jets territory to the 46, an 8-yard gain, making it 2nd and 2. Love those 2nd and manageable situations for the Buffalo Bills. Below zero, welcome to Believers Talk. Yeah, the score is 17-0, man. I can't believe it either. The Bills offense came out swinging. Big play down the field on first down. They got the ball first. They had a 48-yard pass play to Robert Foster to start the game off on first down, and then a 28-yard touchdown by McCoy, a touchdown run. McCoy gets the carry on 2nd and 3 and gets the first down, gets to the 40-yard line. 10:30 to go in the second quarter. You got the Buffalo Bills beating the New York Jets 17-0, and they are in Jets territory again at the 40-yard line. Again, this is a Buffalo Bills offensive explosion compared to what we've done. McCoy has 60 rushing yards already, so maybe this is going to be his first game over 100 yards. Now that the trade deadline is coming past, now he can look good. Didn't want to be traded maybe. Loves Buffalo. Run to Marcus Murphy on 1st and 10. He gets about 7 yards before he's taken down. Gets the ball to about the 34-yard line. We just saw Hauschka make a 54-yarder, so this is definitely going to be in his range already with 9:45 to go in the first half. Already looks like we're at least in field goal range. Obviously, you want to always capitalize on these situations, get those touchdowns. But up 17-0. You'll take the points at this point. It's the Minnesota game all over again? Not really. I mean, remember that Minnesota game? We got help with turnovers. I mean, this game is just pure, we're beating them at the line of scrimmage, which is hard to believe. Murphy with another run on 2nd down, gets the first down as he gets inside the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Buffalo at 29, 9 minutes to go in this first half. So, yeah, I mean, starting to run some actual offense. And you know what? Again, this Jets defense is not their weak point. I thought this would be a game, and most people thought this would be a game of which offense can put up a touchdown. Maybe one touchdown would win it because both offenses have not played well. Some people thought Josh McCown coming in for Sam Darnold was going to be a good thing. I thought it was going to be a good thing for the Jets. Fake handoff to McCoy on 1st down. Barkley hits his Andre Holmes, first down inside the 10-yard line. As it was a great play. As everyone again, you get that fake handoff. The Jets are falling for that handoff to McCoy every single time. They're heading. The linebackers are all heading that way. So it was a fake run to the right, and then Barkley rolled out to his left, and there's a wide open Andre Holmes gets the first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal Buffalo. Already up 17-0, less than 9 minutes to go. Actually, close to 8 minutes to go in the first half, and the Bills are strolling along here. They got the ball 1st and goal. You got 2 wide receiver. You got Benjamin up top, Zay Jones at the bottom, McCoy alone in the backfield. Fake handoff to McCoy. Wow. Deion Dawkins listed himself as an eligible receiver, and Deion Dawkins gets a passing touchdown. Great play design by Brian Dable. And by Brian Dable, the guy that everyone wanted to be fired just a week ago. You're taking a guy who's been on your team for 10 days, and now you're up 23-0 on the New York Jets. 7:58 to go in the first half. Deion Dawkins just scored a touchdown. So don't talk to me about not opening up the playbook. Don't talk to me about him not doing new things. Deion Dawkins just scored. So that is our first passing touchdown of the game. So this also officially means that we now have more passing touchdowns than pick sixes allowed. So that's something that we can get off our back as well. 7:58 to go in the first half. Buffalo Bills beating the New York Jets 23-0. Matt Barkley at QB. You heard me right. Matt Barkley at QB. Nathan Peterman does not get a start in this one. Nathan Peterman is the backup. Maybe we'll blow him out so bad that in the fourth quarter they'll put in Peterman. Maybe. Who knows? But I hope not. I hope we never see Peterman on the field again, personally, as a Bill. I wish him best of luck elsewhere. But, yeah. So 24-0, 7:58 to go in the first half. Buffalo leads the New York Jets. The New York Jets still looking for their first down. Should I have started Matt Barkley fantasy? Right now he only has the one passing touchdown, so it doesn't look like it's going to hurt you too badly. I don't know who you did start in fantasy, but hopefully they got a couple more touchdowns right now. There are a couple quarterbacks like, I don't know, Drew Brees, who I would probably put above Matt Barkley. Guys, hashtag. Hey, yeah, I am. I mean, I didn't think Matt Barkley was going to come out this strong. Again, great play call. And again, I'm going to give Brian Dable credit here. Great play call. First play of the game going deep. And, unlike Josh Allen, who went deep on the first play of the first game, this one was completed to Robert Foster. Really makes the defense start second-guessing what they need to do. You're still seeing some one-on-one coverages downfield on these receivers. We just saw Zay Jones with a huge completion on the first play of this drive. They're falling for that play action to McCoy hard. The linebackers are following McCoy, as we saw on the play to Andre Holmes on this drive. It was a fake handoff to the right, and Barkley rolled to the left. And that's where he was able to find Andre Holmes to get the ball 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. And from there, Deion Dawkins' touchdown makes this one 24-0. And again, the Jets still looking for their first down. Let's go through some scores real quick. Buffalo again up 24-0 with 7:58 to go in the first half. Chicago pouring it on Detroit, up 26-0 now. Mitchell Trubisky with a 4-yard touchdown run. Corey Parkey now 2 for 4 on PATs. Makes this one 26-0. New Orleans scored another touchdown against Cincinnati. They're up 21-7. Alvin Kamara with a 4-yard touchdown run. You got Atlanta up 10-7 on Cleveland. Cleveland, however, has the ball in the red zone, 1st and 15 from Atlanta's 16-yard line. Jacksonville has scored a touchdown, make this one 21-13. Another missed extra point as Fournette gets his touchdown, first 1-yard run, but Josh Lambo misses the extra point, makes that one 21-13 there. The Kansas City Chiefs have gone up 19-7 on the Arizona Cardinals. Tyreek Hill with a 14-yard touchdown pass from Mahomes, so that's Hill's second touchdown of the day, makes that one 19-7. Washington's up 3-0 on Tampa Bay, but for the third time today, Tampa Bay has the ball in the red zone. Let's see if they get points this time. Again, Tampa Bay's had the ball in the red zone twice, and there are no points as they show. Our boy Pancho Villa, so happy to see him there. If you're not following Pancho Villa, not getting the greatest news this week, but we love you, man. Wishing you the best. Nothing but prayers for you, buddy. As they're showing him, I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting him in 2 weeks against Jacksonville. As the Jets return this one out of the end zone, trying to get something going here as he gets the ball to about the 28-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. So that's where they'll start with the ball. And the Tennessee Titans still up 17-0 on New England Patriots. That's the game I missed. Wanted to get to that before we get back. So they return this one out of the end zone, start with the ball 1st and 10 about the 28-yard line. I'm okay with that. If you've been a follower, you know I'm not a huge fan of taking it out of the end zone. Injuries can happen, turnovers can happen, penalties can happen. So many bad things can happen. Get the touchback. So they got to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the New York Jets at the 30-yard line. Right on 1st down is going to get a whole -6 yards there. So, Jerry Hughes is limping off the field, but -6 yards on 1st down means that they again have 2 yards of offense at this point. Still no 1st downs. If you're a Jets fan, you cannot be happy about this game so far at all. And yeah, Todd Bowles might be looking for a new job as of next week. So Hughes was unable to limp off the field. He fell. So just wouldn't have been. I mean, it might not be that serious, guys. I don't want to say he fell like something's broken. But yeah, he was just what they tell you to do. If you can't get off the field in a good amount of time for the offense to get set, the coaches will say, then just sit down. They have to call a timeout at that point. Injury timeouts are not a timeout against the team unless it's within 2 minutes. So, just sit down. We'll get you off the field. There's no point in trying to rush off the field. He pulled a Clowney, what Clowney did against Chris Ivory a few weeks ago when we played Houston. He did the same thing to Powell there, grabbed his dreadlocks, pulled him down by his dreads for the 6-yard loss. So it's going to be a 7-yard loss. So it's 2nd and 17 for the New York Jets here. Shotgun formation for McCown. McCown's blitzed. They run a screen pass. And they get a 1st down. Bilal Powell with the first down for the New York Jets as he's able to get about 19 yards on that screen play. Good play by the Jets there. Smart to run that play as you kept seeing the Bills blitz. Run a... we can't lose Hughes. You're absolutely right. Jerry Hughes is a huge part of this defense. As you saw in that play there possibly. Who knows if Jerry Hughes would have read the screen and been able to stick with Powell. Or at least break up the pass. But it's going to be a 1st down for the Jets. 6:50 to go in the 1st half. Jets have the ball 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First down of the day. McCown has time, throws the ball, but he is knocked down quickly by Teron Johnson, who again is one of those bright spots. I talk about, a lot of Bills fans are like, what's the good from this season? And I get that. I understand what our record is. I'm not blind. But when you look at bright spots, Teron Johnson has come on strong, guys. And that was a great tackle at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the New York Jets from the 41-yard line. As he comes on, closes quickly, and there's no gain after the catch. They run a reverse play here. Cannon with the ball gets about 9 yards. Good hustle from behind from Milano. Milano came from the other side of the field to make that tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the New York Jets. Again, get their first down on this drive with 5:54 to go in the 1st half. The Bills still leading the Jets 24-0. Jets have the ball close to midfield now on this 3rd and 1. Run play on this 3rd down. It looks like they're actually going to get enough for the 1st down. The Bills had a chance to stop him. It's going to be close. But I think he did get that 1 yard needed. But no, they're saying it's 4th down. So what do I know? I'm blind. That's fine. I'm good with that. But yeah, I mean, in this game, Jerry Hughes being out for the rest of this game might not be that bad of a thing. It's just long term. We don't want to lose Jerry Hughes. So it's going to be 4th and 1. The ball's at midfield. They need to get to the 49-yard line for a 1st down. And Buffalo calls a timeout. So 4th and 1, it looks like the Jets offense is going to go for it here. 5:05 to go in the 1st half. The Bills leading the New York Jets 24-0. This will be a huge 4th and 1. If they don't convert this, the Bills get the ball at midfield. So they need to convert this to stop the bleeding a little bit and possibly get some points of their own to go into the 2nd half. If they score here, they do start with the ball in the 2nd half. I know it sounds like a long shot if you're a Jets fan right now, but we've seen worse things happen. We've seen bigger surprises happen. That all of a sudden makes it 24-10. It's not looking as bad. 24-14, not looking as bad for the New York Jets at that point. But it's going to be 4th and 1. They go commercial break. I'm going to update you guys on a couple scores here throughout the league. As we talk about Week 10 action here in the NFL. Already Week 10, I can't believe it. We got the Chicago Bears still up 26-0 on the Detroit Lions. We got New Orleans still up 21-7 on the Bengals. Cleveland is taking a 14-10 lead over Atlanta with a Nick Chubb 13-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield. So Baker Mayfield has 2 touchdown passes on the day. Indianapolis is still up 21-13 on Jacksonville. Kansas City now up 20-7 on Arizona with the extra point. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have actually scored in the red zone, so it's now 3-3 as Washington now has the ball just under 2 minutes to go in the first half there. And Tennessee still up 17-0 on New England, with Tennessee having the ball and driving in New England territory. So, again, Tennessee still up on New England. That's a huge game for New England. They can't drop that game if they're thinking about that number 1 overall seed in the AFC. Again, they do have that tiebreaker against Kansas City, but Kansas City still has a game on them. So this would open that gap up a little bit more. That Kansas City Chiefs offense is something that's really impressive. The defense is coming along strong too. We all know Andy Reid teams have done a good job collapsing in the past. Who knows if that's going to happen here. But, you know, that 2-game cushion would be nice. But yeah, the Jerry Hughes injury, I'm not going to say it looked that serious. I mean, I saw the replay. It looked like he got his foot caught in the ground. Again, up 24-0. Maybe we can do without him for the rest of the first half or rest of the game. Let him rest up, you know, as I look on Twitter to see what's going on there. Not much going on there, but some funny memes and tweets and stuff, mostly from Jets fans who have to be disappointed. If you're a Jets fan, you have to be disappointed. All right, 4th and 1 as we get back from commercial break. You got McCown under center at the 50-yard line. Again, they get to the 49. They hand it off up the middle of the field, and they get the first down and more. McGuire gets inside the 40-yard line to about the 37. That's the issue for the defense on these 4th and 1s. You crowd the line of scrimmage. So if the running back gets past that first line of defense, there's no one behind him until you get back to the corners and safeties. So you get past the first line of defense. The offensive line does a good job. Looked like we had a chance to possibly tackle him in the backfield, but we missed. And then he's off, and he's tackled then there by our corner. So 1st and 10 for the Jets as they get the ball inside the 40-yard line. So it looks like they might get ready to score here. McGuire with a huge run gets inside the 20-yard line. There's a flag down on the play. However, this one looks like it's going to be a hold on the New York Jets. So it will come back. That's the thing the Jets need on a drive like this is to get stalled by offensive holding. So, but they are huddling up about it. Not sure why they're huddling so long. That holding actually looked like it was right in front of the head official. So I'm not sure why they're huddling. Just make the call, but maybe that's not what they saw. Oh, multiple fouls. That's why. Both on the offense, however. All right. The Jets had 3 holdings on one play. All 3 were holdings. Holding on offense. That one's declined. Holding on offense. That one's declined. Holding on offense. We'll accept that one. Wow. All right. So they're arguing if that was a hold or not, but it doesn't matter because there were 2 more. So it's going to be 1st and 20. Can you accept all 3 at once? I don't know. So, sorry, Jets fans. That's not funny. If you're... Yeah, exactly, John Patrick. It's a bye next week. So, if we can get away with resting him in this game, let's do it. But, so the Jets have the ball now 1st and 20 at the 47-yard line now. Blitz coming on McCown. He gets rid of the ball. It's intercepted. Milano downfield with the interception. Great coverage by Milano. Wow. Yeah, McCown was getting blitzed. I didn't see who by. And he throws up a duck. And as he throws it up, Milano with the interception. Milano downfield. I don't even know who he was covering, but great job there. I'll tell you who's blitzing as we watch the replay here. Guess who was blitzing? Guess who's back? Jerry Hughes on the blitz. So Jerry Hughes didn't stay out too long before he gets back in there on the blitz. And then Milano hustling downfield to cover Jermaine Kearse. I mean, that's a linebacker covering a wide receiver. Just so y'all know, and it's one-on-one coverage. Milano covering. Oh no, that's not Jermaine Kearse. Good, I was gonna be too excited. I thought it was number 10. It was number 40, which is Trenton Cannon, running back. But it's still a linebacker covering a run back all the way downfield. He was inside the 10 when he intercepted it, and he returned it back to the 46-yard line. So give the man some air as Buffalo starts with the ball. 1st and 10 of the 46. First down run to McCoy. McCoy gets the ball inside Jets territory to bring up second and about 4. 3:45 to go in the first half. The Bills already leading the Jets 24-0. Bills have the ball inside Jets territory. Gotta love Milano. You're absolutely right, man. Milano was he was a 5th-round draft pick last season, and he's just come on strong. He just looks better and better each week. I swear, he's all over the place. I know everyone loves Tremaine Edmonds. I love Tremaine Edmonds too, but I think in this defense, Milano does not get as much credit as he should. So 2nd and 5, 3:15 to go in the first half. Again, Bills already up 24-0. McCoy with a spin move has plenty of room down the sideline on the right side as he gets the ball inside the 30, inside the 25-yard, maybe it's about the 25-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. McCoy already with over 80 yards rushing on the day, having a great day against this Jets defense, who, like I said, came into the league allowing about 110 rushing yards a game. So great first half for McCoy. McCoy with a spin move as soon as he gets the ball, able to get away from a tackle, runs it to the right side, gets it to the 25-yard line before he steps out of bounds, bringing up, McCoy has 93 rushing yards on the day. 93 rushing yards. The Jets have 42 yards total. So this is one of those games kind of going reverse to what the Bills have been used to seeing all year long. Murphy on first down gets the ball to about the 25-yard line before he's tackled. 2:30 to go in the first half. The Bills leading 24-0, have the ball 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 25-yard line. So great job by this Bills offense to open things up. Can't really say much this week about this Bills offense, about Brian Dable, about Coach McDermott. You know, this is a statement win. This is just a statement win if we pull it off. I mean, it's still the first half. I don't want to get too excited, although I am. But you know, great first half for the Buffalo Bills here. 2nd and 9, 2-minute warning here in East Rutherford. So with 2 minutes to go in the first half, the Buffalo Bills lead the New York Jets 24-0. Bills have the ball 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 25-yard line. Look like we're getting ready to score again before the first half ends, and then the Jets get the ball to start the second half. So let's go through some scores real quick as this game's getting close to halftime. I believe there's a couple games already at halftime. Chicago still leads Detroit 26-0. Detroit has the ball at the 1-yard line, so they're in the red zone getting ready to score. Less than 2 minutes to go there. New Orleans is now up 28-7 on Cincinnati as Alvin Kamara gets another touchdown. So that's his second of the day. So if you have Alvin Kamara on your fantasy team, you have 2 touchdowns from him. The Cleveland Browns are up 14-10 at halftime over Atlanta. Indianapolis looks like they have scored another touchdown to go up 27-13. Andrew Luck to Allie Cox for a 1-yard touchdown with the extra point pending. The extra point is up and good. So 27-13 or 28-13 there in that one. Kansas City up 27 on Arizona. Washington, Tampa Bay still tied at 3s, and Tennessee still up 17-0 on New England. So those are some scores around the league. One of those games already at halftime, a couple inside the 2-minute warning. And again, the Colts just scored a touchdown, extra point. I said good, but it looks like the extra point's pending. Maybe they're reviewing the touchdown. So 27-13 there. So, but here at Buffalo, 24-0 Buffalo. Buffalo has the ball inside Jets territory. The Jets on their last drive finally get something going. Prior to that drive, they only had 1 yard of offense. Now I think they have 49. However, McCown throws an interception to Milano. Milano downfield, covering one of the Jets running backs. I'll get his name here in a second. Trenton Cannon. And, McCown's hit as he threw. And Milano's just there for the interception. Runs it back too close to midfield. And now the Bills are in Jets territory at the 25-yard line, already up 24-0. I think they got a 2nd and 9 here when we get back from commercial break. So Great first half for Bills fans. If you're a Bills fan, you gotta enjoy this. I mean, and especially since it doesn't happen much this season, right? So you have to enjoy this. Matt Barkley's looking pretty good. We'll go over his halftime stats. I'm not gonna say he's looking great, but for someone who's only been on the team for less than 10 days, you gotta be impressed with what he's done, though. Or maybe I think it's less than 10 days. So, very happy about that. Welcome to Believers Talk. Thank you for joining me again. My name is Joe. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, guys. If you haven't already hit that like button, I have 25 people watching right now. Hit that like button. I see all these videos where I have thousands of people watching, or 1,000 people watching. I wish. And like 6 likes. I mean, am I that bad? Luckily, I don't have any dislikes, though, so that's a plus. I'm mediocre. People are okay with me. Like, they're not happy. They're not disappointed. Like, it is what it is, you know? I know, Bills got the ball in shotgun formation. HB delay. We all know how much I hate the HB delay. But Murphy gets the ball inside the 15, inside the 10, before he's forced out of bounds at the 7-yard line. So I hate the H-back delay, the halfback delay. However, today so far, we've seen it twice, and both times picked up a good chunk of yards. So the Bills now have the ball first and goal at the 8-yard line. That one picks up about 18 yards on that one by Murphy. So running the ball, doing pretty well so far today. I think we already have over 100 yards rushing in the first half. So again, the Jets allowing 110 yards rushing a game so far this season. That number's just going to go up if the running attack continues the way it is. Barkley under center on this first and goal from the 8. McCoy back in there. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom now. McCoy gets the ball, first and 10 from the 8. Does he get in? Does he get in? Did they give it to him? Touchdown, McCoy! Got it in the end zone. Don't know why it took them so long to say it was a touchdown or not, but they rule touchdown because you can review a touchdown. So makes it a little bit easier. But for right now, the Bills look like they have a touchdown. If not, they'll have it first and goal from the inch line. So either way. But McCoy with his 96 yards so far on the day, obviously his best game. Like, the game could end right now. Oh, he's short. He's short. He only has 1 touchdown. For all you McCoy fantasy lovers who still have him in the game, first of all, you shouldn't have. But if you had him in, unfortunately, you don't get that touchdown yet. Maybe they'll give it to him on first and goal from the 1. The Jets defense was dancing. Oh, when they beat us, I mean in Buffalo. Yeah, well, let's get our revenge game and then. Yeah, they're reviewing it, which it's not a touchdown. He was down at the inch line, so. That's why I wasn't sure if it was a touchdown or not. You got a minute 45 to go in the first half. Looks like he's going to be just short of the touchdown here. But maybe that's a good thing if you're a Bills fan or if you're the Buffalo Bills. You give the Jets less time with the ball, even if it's just a few seconds here. Well, no, because you can run the play clock for, 25, 30 seconds. Give them just over a minute in the first half. I mean, I know right now with it 24-0, and if we get in here, it'll be 31-0. It doesn't sound like that big of a deal, and it probably isn't. I'm probably overreacting. I do that a lot. I know, hard to believe, right? If you guys have been watching, hard to believe Joe overreacts about something. But they're reviewing the play on the field. Right now, it was ruled a McCoy touchdown. He definitely looks like he was down at the inch line, so it looks like it will be overturned, and Buffalo had the ball second and goal at the 1-inch line. They had first and goal at the 8 there. Just running the ball a lot on this drive, running the ball all over the Jets so far today. Already have over 100 yards rushing offense in the first half. I think McCoy, with that run, has over 100 yards on the day already. So, I think. Maybe not, but it's close. If not, he's at like 96 or something like that. So, he's going to get over 100 yards in this game. And, it's going to be his first 100-yard game. He already has his first touchdown of the year. He might get 2 here. Whether if the play stands or if they run it with him again. Might get his second touchdown of the year. Again, past the trade deadline, he didn't want to leave Buffalo. He was like, nah, I'll run for 30 yards a game until after we play Chicago. Don't know why he didn't do well against Chicago, other than Chicago's a good team. But today, had himself a day. So, good job by this offense. Good job. Like I said, that first play, just opening up this offense, running that play downfield to Robert Foster, and it being completed was huge, I think. So, okay, second and goal. Yeah, from the half-yard line. Interesting. All right. So I didn't know this. I learn things new every day, just like you guys do by listening to me. I'm so arrogant, I know. So when there's a review within 2 minutes and the call is overturned, no matter who it's in favor of, they 10 seconds comes off the game clock. So he was down with the minute 50 to go. They moved it up to minute 50. Then they took 10 seconds off. So with a minute 40 to go, the ball is placed at the half-inch line. Or half-yard line, not the half-inch line, Joe. That's impossible. The ball would then be in the end zone. Second and goal. Looks like we have I formation. Looks like we're just going to hand it off to McCoy here. DeMarco in front of McCoy. Instead, we run Matt Barkley, who gets nowhere, by the way. Like, nowhere. Why did we do that? Third down, but maybe we purposely did that. Again, now we can waste a minute. Waste a minute of clock time. And then, but yeah, like, there's no push by DeMarco. Almost looked like DeMarco was holding him back. But yeah, he doesn't stick the ball out, which maybe is a good thing. Because you don't want the fumble that you just saw Zay Jones had early in this game. I haven't seen Joe Deception since the Vikings game. Well, the Bills have no reason to make me happy since the Vikings game. But it's good to see. I formation on this third and goal. Run to McCoy. McCoy gets it in this time. Third and goal. So McCoy with his second touchdown of the day makes this game 30-0. Buffalo, a great first half. Just a good performance by this offense. The defense only allowing that one drive where they allowed like 40 yards. Then get off the field with an interception. You know, I mean, up to that point, we only have 1 yard of offense. The Jets still have yet to get more than, I think they're at 48 yards of offense. I know they don't have 50 yards of offense yet. Defense looking good. The offense is moving the ball pretty well. I mean, overall, this is just a good, solid performance by the Bills in this first half. And with the team, Hauschka, of course, is good because he's house money. Now that I say that, he'll miss the next one. But with 42 seconds to go in the first half, the Bills lead the Jets 31-0. Yeah, with an offense that the Jets have, no offense to Jets fans, I would have said the same thing about the Bills when the Bills are trying 31-0. Or most teams, for that matter, right? The biggest comeback is 32 points, right? 35-3. That was us against the Oilers. The Oilers. Remember the Oilers? Some of you, Myth, you weren't even alive when the Oilers were a thing. You don't even know what I'm talking about. The Houston Oilers. It's the Houston Texans, Joe. Anyway, yeah, so we have the biggest comeback, so we can't let them come back now. Although, like I said, I think it's 32 points, and we're only up 31. So, but still, with an offense like the Jets, offense, you just don't see that happening. You know, you can believe it with a guy like Tom Brady. You can believe it with like Drew Brees or an offense like that. But I don't see Josh McCown being that guy to lead a 31-point comeback. But people have said about Frank Reich back in '93 as well. So we'll wait to see what happens here. But right now, the Bills up 31-0. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Hauschka getting ready to kick it off. Yeah, you guys might think I'm crazy for saying that the Jets might pull off a comeback. I don't think they will. I think we got this game pretty well handled, but you just never know. All right, so kickoff goes to the 1 yard line. The Jets are going to return this one. Robbins gets it to about the 37-yard line before he's tackled. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Jets at the 37-yard line. Decent return there for Robinson. And now as the Jets are down 31-0, you got to try to score here. I would believe you have to try to score here no matter what. You know, I mean, try to get some points on the board. Get some confidence in your offense. You know, I was seeing what Jets Central posted on Twitter, and, you know, he thinks that this team has given up on Bowles. And when that happens, you just got to get rid of the coach. It's unfortunate, but when the coach doesn't have a team supporting him, it's kind of hard to say, hey, the coach is staying, you know? So shotgun formation on 1st down. This one is caught for 11 yards on the sideline. It's going to be a 1st down, 29 seconds to go in the first half. They got the ball 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Again, trying to score before the end of the half here. That completion was a curse on the sideline. New York Jets still have all 3 of their timeouts, so they have time to try to get this ball downfield a little bit. 3 wide receivers bottom screen, 1 to the top. Shotgun from McCown. McCown gets sacked by Jerry Hughes. So Jerry Hughes with his first sack of the game. Again, a little concerned with Jerry Hughes earlier in this game. He went out with an injury. Looked like he might be out for the rest of the game, but then 3 plays later he comes back in. So it was a Ray Allen type situation where he just let's see if some of you get that reference. Ray Allen situation where he comes in, just comes out outside, does a nice curl on the inside, and gets a Jerry Hughes gets a sack on McCown. So the Jets do call timeout. 22 seconds to go in the first half. You want to, again, if you're a Jets fan, you want to see them try to score here. But, man, they're showing the crowd right now, and a lot of these Jets fans don't look happy. The Jets have 45 total yards of offense. The Bills have 313. That 313 yards of offense in the first half for the Buffalo Bills might out-total their whole production of first-half yards for the first 9 games of the season. Like, if you add them all together, yeah, it very well might. Trying to strip the ball away as they get the ball back to midfield. The Jets get the ball in Bills territory before they call timeout again. Quick completion there. I'll tell you who it is in a second after I see the name on my paper. I don't know who these people are. Chris Herndon. Never heard of him. So, Chris Herndon with the catch. Makes it a third and manageable. Oh, no, he got the first down. So, 1st and 10 for the Jets. 15 seconds to go. The Jets have 1 timeout. It's almost a bad thing to the Bills win because we want Todd Bowles to keep his job. That's funny. You don't want to see. I never want to see people get fired. Like it's a business, and you have to fire people. I get that. I personally have nothing against Todd Bowles. I actually thought Todd Bowles, when he was hired, was a good hire by the Jets. Obviously, it hasn't worked out that way for them at all. But yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Pass over the middle is incomplete, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Levi Wallace, who we drafted. Yeah, he was making his. They just said he's making his first. I was gonna say I haven't heard much from him this season, but yeah, Levi Wallace making his first start of his career today, and he almost has an interception there as the McCown tries to find Matthews over the middle of the field. So it's gonna be 4th and 7, 10 seconds to go. From the 50-yard line, maybe see what the Jets do here. Jets called their last timeout. Oh, no, the Bills call a timeout. So the Bills called their second timeout with 10 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th and 7 from the 50-yard line. It's interesting to see what they do here. Obviously, they can just go for the first down with that 1 timeout, maybe try to get a field goal range. Or if they're going to try to get a touchdown, who knows? Who knows what they're going to try to do here from the 50-yard line. They have the ball 4th and 7. You don't, what are we gonna do if we get the ball back? Throw a Hail Mary? There's not much you can do. But if he gets sacked, maybe sack fumble might end up in field goal range. I don't know. Especially for Stephen Hauschka. Stephen Hauschka has a 54-yard field goal in this game. Buffalo has 4 touchdowns. Only one of them passing, but 4 touchdowns. 2 McCoy touchdowns. One was a pass from. All right, well, I'll tell you after this 4th down. McCown to McLaughlin, whatever the run back's name is, gets it inside the 40-yard line. 2 seconds to go. They call their last time out. So they get the ball to the 37-yard line. They call the last time out. 2 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to try a 56-yard field goal. Let's try to get on the board here. Myers comes out. 56, this is long for the season. This to make it a 28-point game. Again, if you just joined me, welcome to Believe Suck again. Thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Share as the Bills in a rare situation where they're winning, and they're winning by a lot. 55-yard field goal attempt for Myers, and of course, the Bills try to ice him. So I have to pretend to have something else to talk about for the next 10, 15 seconds. What am I going to talk about for the next minute? I don't know what to talk about. So that's the Bills' last time out. We'll get into we'll get into more statistics at halftime. But the Bills have 4 touchdowns, 2 of them by McCoy. One touchdown was a pass from Matt Barkley to Zay Jones. Zay Jones reached for the end zone, fumbles the ball. Luckily, Jason Kroom was there to pick it up. So Jason Green with the fumble recovery in the end zone gets a touchdown, and then a passing touchdown to Matt Barkley's favorite target, Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins has a touchdown completion for a touchdown. Touchdown completion for a touchdown. Yeah, that's smart. That's good English. I like English. It's fun. English is my first language. And yeah, I'm terrible at it. So imagine how bad I am at Spanish or something else. Myers is back for a field goal. This is what happens when I have nothing to talk about. So Myers is now set up for a field goal, 55 yards. Last play of the first half. The kick is up. And it looks like the kick is good. Kick is good. Pretty. He had a lot of room on that one too. So with at the end of the first half, the Jets get on the board. The Jets are trailing the Bills at halftime, 31-3. Good field goal there by Myers. The Jets do start with the ball in the second half. So, start that comeback maybe if you're a Jets fan. Who knows? But the Jets go into the locker room down 31-3. Bills have scored 31 points. That's the most they've scored in any game this season total. We're averaging under 11 yards, 11 points a game. So this will definitely bump that up. So let me give you some scores from around the league. Then we'll get into some stats from this game. Again, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans, every veterans family out there. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service in the past. I appreciate it. And again, thank you for that. I'll get you some scores, and then I'll get you to some statistics from this first half of this game, and then we'll get into the second half. So, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Hit that subscribe button. If you have not already subscribed, we do all Bills content all the time. Any transaction, games, coverage, post-game, pre-game coverage, we'll do it right here on Believers Talk. And we do this play-by-play. So hit that like button if you're a Jets fan. Hit that like, subscribe button. I had one more Bears fan than Jets fan so far in the stream. At least talking to me. I don't. If you're a Jets fan, I know you don't have much to say right now. It's been a rough season for you guys, just like it has for us. So I know you're not too happy with this game overall. Like I said, Jets Central said he might stop by. So talk to him a little bit about their current situation, what he thinks should happen from here on out. So that'll be a fun conversation to have. And then, like I said, maybe we'll do some sort of collaboration video before the next game. So, but again, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Hit that subscribe button. Share this. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle's in the description below, so you can definitely click on that and follow us on Twitter. If you're a fan of Twitter, if you have a Twitter, if you're a fan of Bills or Buffalo sports, I keep you updated on Buffalo sports all the time. You can talk about the Sabres winning yesterday. Talk about the Buffalo Bulls college basketball, huge upset over West Virginia Friday night. Great game by the Buffalo Bulls there. It was an overtime game. It was fun to watch. I know Fox 87, I knew you were watching it, man. Don't know if anyone else out there was watching it, but it was a great game. And then the Sabres winning yesterday in a shootout, first shootout of the year for them. They win. So if you are a fan of Buffalo sports, college, pro, I'll keep you up to date on all things Buffalo sports if you follow me on Twitter. So let's get some scores from around the league. I might even get a drink of water while we're doing this too. I don't know. Maybe that's smart to do. Whatever. Some of these games already started the second half. Chicago is still up on Detroit. This time 26-7. Detroit did score a touchdown before the end of the first half. Kieran Johnson, 1-yard touchdown run. So it's 26-7. Detroit has the ball. New Orleans is up 35-7 now on Cincinnati as New Orleans has scored another touchdown. Michael Thomas with his second of the day. So if you have Michael Thomas on fantasy, congratulations. Now you have 2 touchdowns. Kamara has 2 touchdowns. Thomas has 2 touchdowns. Drew Brees is 18 for 20 for 214 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's a bad man, I tell you what. Then you go to Atlanta and Cleveland. Like I said, Cleveland might have something here. Cleveland up 21-10 on Atlanta. Everyone's talking highly on Atlanta, including myself. Duke Johnson with an 11-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield, and with 9:53 to go in the third quarter, the Cleveland Browns are leading the Atlanta Falcons 21-10. Just when you thought Atlanta had turned that corner, turned that page, they're losing now to the Cleveland Browns. At halftime, Indianapolis is up 29-16 on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It looks like Jacksonville, since last time I updated you on that, added a field goal right before the half. So 29-16 at halftime there. Washington is now up 6-3 on Tampa Bay. That's kind of the score that everyone was expecting to see in this one, in this Buffalo Bills game. But 6-3 Washington over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay big story for me is Tempe. I've seen Tempe have the ball in the red zone 3 times, 3 points. So I wonder what happened there, whether it was turnovers or if they gone for on 4th down. It'd be interesting to see what happened. But 6-3 Washington there. And then at halftime, Tennessee has added a touchdown to be up 24-10 on New England with a Derrick Henry 1-yard touchdown run. So Tennessee up 24-10. And like I said, guys, Tennessee, we know, we played them too. Tennessee doesn't give up a lot of points. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I know they're playing New England. They're playing TB12. He'll put up 24, but how much more than that? We saw Tennessee beat Philly earlier this year. Can they now say that they will beat both Super Bowl contenders from last year? It'll be interesting to see. So, but that's it for the 1 o'clock games. Let's go into the statistics from this game as the Buffalo Bills lead the New York Jets 31-3. Cincinnati has come by. I really always wanted Barkley in Buffalo, and not because what he's done now. Maybe. I mean, unfortunately, after this start, I don't know how many more games he's going to start, right? I mean, Josh Allen's going to be back. Look at Barkley. Welcome to Believe It Dog. Yeah, well, look at Barkley. I mean, he's doing all right. We're going to go for to the stats. 9 completions, 146 yards isn't fantastic, but here's the thing: it's the best we've had all year. Barkley is 9 for 15, 146 yards, and that 1 touchdown. Logan Thomas is 1 for 1 for 15 yards on that fake punt to Robert Foster. Unfortunately, Foster got injured on that play, so we're not sure if he'll be back or not. But, when you're talking about Barkley, 9 for 15, 146, 1 touchdown, look at all the first halves that we've had so far this season, and you won't find one better than that. The only one that comes to mind possibly is the Minnesota game. And I don't think that Allen had 146 passing yards in the first half just because he didn't need to. We had those turnovers. So Peterman should have started. If we wanted to lose, Peterman should have started. You're absolutely right. But it looks like, Matt Barkley, 9 for 15, 146, 1 touchdown, a big 0, a big donut in that INT column. So, in fact, the closest thing to turnover we have is Zay Jones fumbling the ball close to the end zone. We'll get into that in a second. So, rushing the ball, McCoy already 14 rushes, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Averaging almost 7 yards a carry. This is the McCoy. I talked about my 3 keys to victory. McCoy running the ball is one of them. 14 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Again, this Jets offense only allows 110 yards, rushing yards per game. This Jets defense only allows 110 rushing yards a game. We're already close to 150. His 96. Murphy has 44. McKenzie has 12. So yeah, that puts us over 150 for the game, and we're still in the first half. McCoy looking like if he can get 4 more yards in the second half, he's going to have 100 yards for the first time this season. Has his first touchdown this season. He capped it off with a second one in the first half. So we'll see what happens. We're probably going to run the ball a lot more in the second half, kind of like that Minnesota game, where I think we only passed the ball maybe 7 times total in the second half of that Minnesota game. So I expect to see a lot of that here. A lot of clock management type things where we just try to run up the clock. I could be wrong. Like I was really surprised on our first down pass to Robert Foster in this game. That was awesome. Going into our receivers, Zay Jones, 5 catches, 65 yards. Big issue with Zay Jones was extend that ball. He was at about the 2 or 3 yard line when he first got contacted and started going down. No need to stretch the ball in that situation. I know you're trying to make something happen for your team, but that's going to be first and goal. You fumble the ball there. Luckily, Jason Kroom was there for the recovery. And we got the touchdown there. But if the Jets, at that point, it's 7-0. Kroom's recovery makes it 14-0. But at that point, if the Jets recover that in the end zone, that's a huge momentum shift, obviously. We don't need that. But it's good to see Kroom there hop on that ball. We got a little lucky there, making that game 14-0 there. Foster has 2 catches for 62 yards. Again, that big one, first play of the game. And then the second catch was the 4th down fake punt. Unfortunately, got hurt on that play. Out of the game. They say it's questionable to return, either a dislocated or broken finger, it looks like. Andre Holmes has 1 catch for 22 yards. Deion Dawkins, 1 catch, 7 yards, and a touchdown. So Deion Dawkins has a touchdown catch. And then LaShawn McCoy has 1 catch for 5 yards. We saw someone say earlier about opening up McCoy in the screen game. It would be good to see that a little bit more. At this point, we don't really need it. But it would be cool to see that from Brian Dable. But Brian Dable actually looking pretty smart so far. You have to give him credit where credit's due. With that first play of Foster, a couple weird formations here. And then of course the fake punt was fun to see. I don't think Dable would have anything to do with that, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, then you have Stephen Hauschka's 1-for-1 field goals, 4-for-4 on extra points. Most extra points Hauschka's kicked all year. Hyde has 1 return for 17 yards, and then we have McKenzie, recently acquired Isaiah McKenzie this past week. He has 3 returns for 40 yards, opening up the offense a little bit, or opening up the special teams a little bit. 21 is as long, so hope to see some good things from him. Leading tacklers, Jerry Hughes has 3 tackles and a sack. Again, that's many tackles just because the Jets only have mustered a few first downs, so the defense has not been on the field all that much. Milano has an interception. And then Jerry Hughes has 3 tackles and a sack. He's our leading tackler. Poyer has a sack, so that's pretty much it on the defensive side of the ball. We go over to the New York Jets. You look at Josh McCown. Yeah, they also made some line changes. The line changes actually started last week. And that's impressive. Always, Barkley's been hit a couple times, but no sacks. So happy to see that as well. So now looking at the Jets statistics, we have Josh McCown, 7-14 for 65 yards, 1 interception, been sacked twice. Yeah, McGuire's the leading rusher. Elijah McGuire has 2 rushes for 12 yards. Now I'm back. Now I put food in my mouth. Welcome back. Sorry about the disconnection. Give me a second. Isaiah Crowell is the leading receiver, 2 receptions, 18 yards. McGuire has a reception for 12. Peak and Herndon both have a reception for 11. Curse has 1 for 8. And Nunwa 1 for 5. Myers is 1 for 1. We saw a field goal as the half expired. Make it 31-3. Roberts has 3 returns for 87 yards. Edwards has 4 punt returns for 210 yards. Edwards is their punter. What am I talking about? Edwards has 4 punts for 210 yards. Their leading tackler is Williamson. He has 4 tackles. He was the one who forced the fumble on Zay Jones. Luckily, again, Kroom was there for the recovery. And like I said, no sacks, no turnovers so far for the Buffalo Bills. Let's hope we can keep that for the second half. As again, the Bills lead 31-3 at halftime. Yeah, I mean, Barkley's numbers are not looking wonderful, but at the same time, first of all, we don't need him to. What the Bills always have needed from a quarterback is a competent quarterback. Someone who will not turn the ball over. Someone who will extend plays when he needs to. Find players downfield when he needs to. Buffalo's always going to be a run-first team. Always. That's just the nature of the beast of playing in Buffalo in December. We're always going to be a run-first team. Okay? And then we just need a quarterback who can, even in the Kelly Gunn days, I feel like we were a run-first team with Thurman Thomas, right? I mean, yeah, it was great to have Jim Kelly there. It's great to have a Hall of Fame quarterback, and if we found one Josh Allen, that's going to lead to a lot of success down the line. But we'll always be a run-first team. So we don't need... So I mean, look who we made the playoffs with last year. That tells you a lot about what the Bills need at quarterback to be good in this league. So we start the second half. The Jets will get the ball. Wyatt Teller started. I'll give you the offensive line in a second. Wyatt Teller did play last week. He only played a couple plays, but yeah, then Wyatt Teller got the start this week. That ball is to the 2-yard line. They take it out for the return, gets it to the 28-yard line before he's tackled by a gang of Bills there. So the Jets will get the ball 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Offensive line. Let me take a look at the starting offensive line for you in this game. Let me get that for you. No, McCown goes deep. Incomplete on 1st down. Bodine's our center. He's still listed as our center, but they also have John Miller and Jerry Mills listed on the right side, so this isn't right. But yeah, Wyatt Teller started. I'll get you in a second if Searle started too. But the Jets had someone open downfield, just was unable to turn his head around to get the ball. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Jets at the 28-yard line. McCown under center. Looks like Powell's back. Quick pass to Matthews. Nope, that was a Nunwa, who was hurt early in this game, so it's good to see a Nunwa come back in for the Jets. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and short, maybe about a 3rd and 3. We are currently third in total defense, and that's awesome. Again, if this offense could just do a better job, it's amazing what we could do going forward. Not just this season, obviously, but next season too. 3rd down, they get Tre'Davious White does a great job reading the play. However, McGuire does even a good job of reaching the ball to make sure they get the 1st down. So the Jets get a 1st down with 14 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. The Bills still leading the Jets 31-3. Jets get the ball 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Trey White, again, good job. Wrapped up his ankles, but McGuire was able to fall forward and just get enough for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Jets, 39. McCown in shotgun formation. Throws it, overthrows his running back. The running back tips it up, and it's still almost caught by the Jets, just unable to hang on to the ball. Yeah, the pass was deflected in the air, and then Nunwa almost comes down with it anyhow, but Nunwa had to make a nice play at it just to try to get the ball. So it's incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 for the New York Jets, already trailing the Buffalo Bills 31-3, 13:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Run play up the middle gets stuffed. This Bills run defense, I mean, most of the time is really good. Against that, I still remember that Colts game where the Colts got over 200 yards of offense. What is going on? Am I still on here? Yeah, I'm still on. Okay. All right, something weird just happened to my screen, so I apologize. Bad down pass on 3rd and 10 by Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams has had a huge impact on this game. Got a couple QB pressures. Gets his hand up there. Causes a 4th and 10. So the Jets, although they only get 1 1st down, unable to move the ball at all. After that, this Bills defense is showing why they're a top 5 defense in this league. As the Jets go back to punt. If you're a Bills fan, you love seeing this. You just love seeing this. Punts up. The Bills will let bounce in front of them. Looks like it actually hit a Bills player. But then we were able to fall on it about the 16-yard line. So the Bills get the ball back. 1st and 10 from about the 17-yard line. 12:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Bills get the ball back, already up 31-3. Again, thank you for watching on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Share this video with your friends, family. Let them know we are here. The Bills are finally winning a game. So you know, we're kind of excited here on Believers Talk just to be able to bring this game to you. Bring a game where we're not looking completely humiliating on live television. So this offense is looking good. Again, 31 points already. Definitely going to bump up our average from 10.7 points per game to something that looks just a little more respectable. Yeah, if you're a Jets fan, you just can't be happy with what has transpired so far. You know, being down 31-3 to the Bills, to the Matt Barkley led Buffalo Bills. I mean, even if this is a Josh Allen led Buffalo Bills, it's embarrassing, but it's not as bad. But you're talking about Matt Barkley, a guy who hadn't started a game since 2016. You know, and even since, you know, in the games he started, he has 4 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Until today, of course, where he has the 1 touchdown pass and the 0 interceptions. So looking much better today than he has in the past. So let's go through some scores real quick. The Chicago Bears lead the Detroit Lions 26-10. Detroit did add a field goal. However, Chicago is in the red zone, looking like they're going to score again. So 26-10 there. New Orleans is now up 38-7 as they added a field goal. on the Cincinnati Bengals. Cleveland's up 28-10 on the Atlanta Falcons. Nick Chubb with a 92-yard touchdown run. So it's 28-10. It looks like Cleveland might get the upset win there. There's still plenty of time to go in that one, but 28-10. It looks like Chicago has missed a field goal, so they're still only up 26-10. Parkey not having a good day after he had a good day against us last week. Just not having a good day today. 2 missed extra points and now the missed field goal. Jacksonville is trailing Indianapolis 29-16. Kansas City now leading Arizona 20-14. Arizona scored a touchdown by David Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown run. So David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game makes that a 1-possession game. So, you talk about Arizona forcing Kansas City to kick some field goals earlier. Might come back to benefit them. I'll get to some other scores in a second. We're back from commercial. From shotgun formation, the pass goes to the right. Quick wide receiver screen play. This one is to McKenzie, his first catch as a Buffalo Bill. I mean, he was just claimed off waivers Monday, was able to get first down there, about 15-yard gain. Buffalo has 17 first downs in this game already. The Jets only have 5. So 12:30 to go. Buffalo up 31-3 on the Jets. Get first down there, get the ball 1st and 10 now at the 31-yard line. O'Leary in motion, so McCoy's alone in the backfield. McCoy gets the handoff anyway, and he gets a 1-yard loss to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Buffalo Bills. Let me try to get you some scores, the ones I missed, before we go to our next play. Washington up on Tampa Bay 6-3. Tampa has the ball in the red zone for the 4th time today. New England trailing Tennessee 24-10. So those are the other 2 scores. Both of those are in the 3rd quarter. Every game is now in the 3rd quarter. So every game is back from halftime. 31-3 here. 12 minutes to go. Matt Barkley has done all right. I mean, we talked a little bit about halftime. Like he hasn't looked great. But again, just not turning the ball over. The offensive line's obviously done a much better job than they have been in the past. So that helps out. Now the announcers are talking about cutting Nathan Peterman now as well, which is something that we talked about earlier. So it's nice of them to catch up to what we talk about. And that's a discussion worth having. I mean, talk about Matt Barkley's only been on the team since last week, right? Like we just signed him when Anderson went out on Monday. We signed him the next day. No, we didn't sign him the next day. It was like 3 days later. So that was like on Wednesday or Thursday. We signed him. So I guess about 10 days. So yeah, I mean, keep Nathan Peterman after we have 3. I mean, we can't keep 4 quarterbacks on our roster. Like we just can't do that. That just is stupid. That just is just a stupid thing to do. We have to at least cut one of them. You want to keep Anderson on our team to be a mentor to Josh Allen. If you want to keep 3, then you talk about keeping up Barkley, right? McCoy on 2nd and 11 is able to get a yard, maybe 2. 11:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo beating the Jets 31-3. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Bills. McCoy has 16 carries for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Buffalo has 153 rushing yards so far on the day. Again, like I said, I expected a lot of running from us in the second half just because of the score. Keep the ball out of the Jets' offense hands, even though you're not scared of the Jets' offense at this point, but at the same time, why extend this game? As McCoy gets the ball in shotgun, gets about 6 or 7 yards before he's taken down at about the 38-yard line. So it's going to be a 4th and about 3 or 4 for the Buffalo Bills. So they'll bring on the punt team, 4th and 3, as McCoy breaks the 100-yard mark for the first time this year. 17 rushes, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns. Again, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you have not already hit that like button, hit that like button. Again, I get like 6 likes. What am I? Who am I? I get no respect. I'm Rodney Dangerfield. Again, some of you might not get that reference, but some of you do. And then the Bills back to punt on 4th and 3. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Let people know we are here. Punt is almost blocked. However, Cole Schmidt is able to get it off, and there's a fair catch called for at the 28-yard line. So the Jets will start with the ball 1st and 10 at the 28. Colton Schmidt fell down on the play. However, he was hit by his own player. So apparently it's our own players injuring our punters. So, but he was able to get back up. He doesn't look hurt at all. So Jets will start with the ball 1st and 10 at about the 28-yard line. So Bills still up on the Jets 31-3. We'll go through some scores here with about 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bills up on the Jets 31-3, looking good as far as the Bills possibly getting that third win of the season. Again, I talked about that stat earlier about since 1995, 5 teams made the playoffs and were unable to get more than 3 wins the following year. All 5 coaches were fired. Well, this will be the Bills' third win. So maybe we'll sneak in another 1 or 2. Don't have to worry about Coach McDermott getting fired. I don't think he should be fired at all. I think Brian Daboll has proven with this performance here that he deserves a chance to have a quarterback for a whole season. I mean, you're talking about the Bills' 4th quarterback in 10 games. They're not even getting 3 games out of our quarterbacks before we have to start another one, and we want to blame Brian Daboll for our offense not clicking on all cylinders. I think it's just wrong. I think we need to give all our coaching staff and most of these players another shot. I know our offensive line can use some help. They've proven that they're not doing that great this season. But you look at today, the Jets still don't have a sack. They got a couple QB pressures, but they still have a sack. We have over 100 yards of rushing offense. We're looking pretty good. So, but going through these scores, Chicago up 26-10 still on Detroit. New Orleans is opening it up even more on Cincinnati. They just scored another touchdown to make it 44-7 as Benjamin Watson gets a 2-yard touchdown pass from Drew Brees. That's going to be Drew Brees' 4th touchdown pass of the game. 21 for 24 for 266 and 4 touchdowns. Pretty good. So Cleveland's still up 28-10 on Atlanta. Cleveland has the ball even. So man, this if Atlanta wants to come back, they're gonna have to start soon because it's 28-10 and Cleveland has the ball and there's less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter in that game. So not much time left if they want to start a comeback. 29-16 Indianapolis over Jacksonville. Jacksonville does have the ball in the red zone. Kansas City up 20-14 still in Arizona. Arizona is hanging around. Washington's up 6-3 on Tampa Bay. And Tennessee is still up 24-10 on New England. Again, New England's not going to give up, or Tennessee's not going to give up a lot of points. That defense is solid. So we'll see if New England come back there. A few upsets this week. So on first down, the Jets run the ball on a H-back sweep. Crowell gets pushed out of bounds, and I think Hyde does a good job there. Something that's respectable that no one will talk about. Hyde pushes Crowell out of bounds. Crowell runs into one of the coaches, and the coach falls down, and Hyde is one of the first ones there to make sure he's all right. And you can see him verbally say something, probably something like "you're all right" or something like that, to the coach. And that's just one of those small things that no one sees, no one cares about. 2nd and 6, I wouldn't care about either, except for this game's 31-3. So I feel very confident the Bills are getting that win. Quick pass by McCown to Edward. Is that Edwards? I'm sorry, Herndon. I'm just making up names at this point. I don't know these people. I don't know these people nothing. Welcome to Leafs Talk. Thank you for watching. My name is Joe. Bills are currently cruising at 31-3. Longest pass play of the day for McCown on that one as Herndon takes a rollout to the left for about 20 yards. McCown currently 10 for 20 for 98 yards and an interception. The Jets have the ball in Buffalo territory at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. McCown under center, one wide receiver top of the screen to the bottom. They fake a handoff, and then number 40 is coming around on an end around. He gets the ball, runs the ball for about 20 yards before he's finally tackled. So they have the ball inside the 30-yard line. Being able to move the ball here are the New York Jets as Cannon gets a big gain there as he's coming in motion at the snap. They pitch it to him, and he goes around to the left side for about 20 yards. And the New York Jets have something going here about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the New York Jets as Cannon's on the sideline. He was limping, but now they're checking out his shoe. He might just have lost his shoe there, and someone has to tie it for him. So 1st and 10 for the Jets. McCown is shotgun, running back to his left. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Going back, he's going to get sacked again. This is the 3rd sack for the Buffalo Bills. This one by Shaq Lawson. Talk about good things in a bad season. Shaq Lawson has definitely been a good thing so far this season. He's definitely looked better. He had a couple injuries early in the year, but man, this is the type of guy we want to keep on this team, working hard, and not letting the injuries get to him. And with a sack today, I think that's his third or fourth sack on the season. So Shaq Lawson with the sack, and it's going to be second and long for the New York Jets. 7:50 to go in the third quarter. The Bills lead the Jets 31-3. Second and 15 now from the 31-yard line. Bills blitz on second down, rush play. It's going to be the longest run of the day for the running backs, at least, as Crowell takes it inside the 15-yard line, gets a first down for the Jets. So the Jets have the ball, and they're moving inside the red zone. First and 10. Shaq Lawson had a chance, got a hand on him in the backfield, just unable to get both hands on him, unable to wrap up. So the Jets have the ball first and 10 in the red zone for the first time today at the 13-yard line. So 7:12 to go in the third quarter, 31-3. Bills lead the Jets. Fake handoff, quick pass to Curse from the slot. He gets the ball to about the 5-yard line before he's tackled. So second and about 2 from the 5 for the New York Jets. Looks like the Jets might score a touchdown on this drive to cut into that lead a little bit. 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Jets driving down 31-10. But they're inside the Buffalo Bills 5-yard line. So we'll see what happens here. Second and 2. Got Crowell in the backfield. McCown under center. Handoff is to Crowell. He's able to bounce it to the outside, and it looks like he's going to score. It's going to make this one 31-9 with 6.5 to go in the third quarter. That's Crowell's 7 rush for 19 yards and that touchdown. So the Jets do get a touchdown here, make it 31-9. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Still, if you're a Bills fan, obviously it's looking comfortable. Hey, sorry, Peter Chestnut. I got that one right. So I'm trying. I don't have I have a camera on me all game, so I don't have time to look down and see all the names. The extra point is good, but there's no excuse. You're right. I'll do better. I can do better. 31-10, especially division foes. I should know my division names. 31-10, the Jets score, and with 6:32 to go in the third quarter, the Jets cut into the lead a little bit, make it 31-10. Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. Again, if you haven't already hit that like button, please be sure to do so. Hit that subscribe button. The Bills do play the Jets again this year, and hopefully by that time I do get the names right. So if you're a Jets fan, you want to hit that subscribe button, because we'll be here for post-game analysis, pre-game analysis, and then for a live play-by-play. Going to get you some scores from around the league while we're at commercial break here. Again, the Jets cut into the lead, make it 31-10, 6.5 to go. Chicago still up 26-10 on Detroit. New Orleans up 45-7 on Cincinnati. Cleveland still up 28-10. This game's at the end of the third quarter, 28-10 on Atlanta. If Atlanta wants to come back, they have for that 1-yard touchdown. That's their second touchdown of the game. As my screen goes blank again. Hey, we're back. All right. So Jacksonville, Leonard Fournette scores. Good luck. Hey, you're welcome, Peter Chestnut. Hey, thanks for the comment. And I'll try. You're right. I should do better. I won't kick myself too much, though. I'm just excited. We're up 31-10. That's all. Indianapolis is up 29-23. Leonard Fournette has his second touchdown of the game. Kansas City still only up 20-14 against Arizona. Arizona hanging around. They have the ball 4th and 2, however. It looks like they're about getting ready to punt. But as that game goes into the fourth quarter, they're hanging in there against the Kansas City Chiefs. Washington still up 6-3 on Tampa Bay. Washington has the ball moving inside Tampa Bay's territory. So they're at the 23-yard line. Maybe add a field goal to that high-scoring affair over in Washington. And then Tennessee still up on New England, 24-10. So we might see a couple of losses here that we wouldn't have guessed going into today. I mean, Kansas City game still close. You got Cleveland beating Atlanta, and you got Tennessee beating New England. So 3 games that you might have seen going the other way at the start of the day might go towards an upset. And we talked about at the beginning of the day that all but 2 games Vegas had at 6.5 point spreads or higher. And Buffalo was a 7-point underdog against the Jets, so a lot of people would say this was an upset, right? Tennessee was a 8-point underdog or 9-point underdog against New England. Atlanta was favored against Cleveland. I'm not sure about how much, but all these games you thought would go one way are going another way. That's what happens in weeks like this. You know, you have a few upsets because there's so many. It's still the NFL, guys. It's still the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. Bills get the kickoff. It's at the 2-yard line, so it's returnable. Get to 30, bounces outside, gets it to 35-yard line. McKenzie, again, the guy we picked up on Monday, just opening up the return game a little bit. That's what we need. We need someone to open that up. Gets the ball to about the 35-yard line before he's tackled. So the Bills get decent starting field position to start this drive, up 31-10. I still expect to see a heavy dose of running on this drive and most of the second half. 6:24 to go in the third quarter. McCoy gets the ball on first down, gets about 2 yards before he's taken down by the Jets defense. Swarm of Jets players get to him. So it's 2-yard gain. Again, McCoy over 100 yards on the day. So it's his first game of the season over 100 yards. First game with a touchdown. He actually has 2 on the day. So if you're a McCoy fan, again, if you're McCoy in fantasy, longer than you should, he's done good for you today. Matt Barkley is in at quarterback. Matt Barkley started this game. No Nathan Peterman in this game. Barkley packed the pass on 2nd and 9. Zay Jones with a quick catch and run for a first down. So Zay Jones, I think that's his 7th catch of the day. So Zay Jones opening up the field for us, man. Zay Jones, I don't want to see Zay Jones be made our number 1. I still expect us to get a number 1 receiver because Kelvin Benjamin, let's face it, Kelvin Benjamin is not a number 1 receiver at all. But you know, we don't want Zay Jones being the number 1 either. I think we saw last year Zay Jones can't be a number 1 receiver for this team. But he's a great slot receiver. He's a great number 2, maybe number 3 receiver, and he's coming into his own. So Barkley under center, another fake handoff, a screen pass. This one to Logan Thomas. Thomas gets about 6 yards before he's taken down. There is a flag on the play. That's Logan's first catch of the game. Let's see if it stands. Illegal block on the back on the Bills. So the catch will stand, but it's going to be 10 yards from the penalty, so it's going to be first down. That was on Mills, who got that. I'm liking McKenzie on special teams. Oh, yeah, McKenzie's doing really well so far today. You have to really, both in the punt return and kick return. Obviously, he only had the 2 kick returns, and I think the one was a touchback, but, 3. Yeah, 2 of them might have been touchback. But at least that last kick return was nice to see. He got, like I said, got us good field position there. Although the Bills get a penalty here, takes them back a little bit. It's going to be 1st and 19 now from the 40. Barkley back to pass. Tipped in the air and incomplete. And I don't want to say Kevin Benjamin gave up on the play, but it looked that way. They'll show a replay. It looked like, so Barkley was in the air when the ball was tipped, but it looked like if he would have tried even harder to make the catch, he would have had a chance at it. But he was unable to do so. So it's 2nd and 19 now after the tip ball. Ball hits the ground. 2nd 19, 4:51 to go in the third quarter. Run to McCoy to the right-hand side, and he gets nowhere. He's actually pushed that bounce for a 1-yard loss. To answer your question, Peter Chestnut, looks like Buster Skrin, if I'm saying that right, is on Zay Jones. So at least on that last play he was. I haven't been watching who's been on every play. It looks like the Jets might play more of a zone defense here. So I'm not sure if they have one corner covering him on both sides of the field, because Zay Jones moves from side to side on the field. So we got 3rd and 20 now for the Buffalo Bills. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom here. Barkley's going deep. Has Foster. Foster catches it inside the 20-yard line for a first down. Huge pass play to Foster, going up and getting it. You know, we talked about in the preseason and even heading into the regular season, Foster needs to do a better job catching the ball. But Foster in this game, at least, 3 big catches This one gets him inside the Jets 20-yard line. So it's gonna be 1st and 10 Buffalo at the 18. After a huge play by Foster, that's gonna be his 3rd catch of the day. Goes up, come Benjamin, listen to this. He went up and got the ball. Imagine if you could do that. Screen, like, okay, that makes sense, Smith. McCoy gets the ball on 1st down, gets inside the 15-yard line to about the 14. So it's going to be 2nd down for Buffalo at the 14-yard line. Again, a huge play by Robert Foster there. Good to see him back in the game. He has 3 catches today for 105 yards. They have to say it's a career high, like no one knew that. I mean, this is his 1st season in the league, so big day. I don't think the Bills have had 105 yards of offense in any other game this year, so it would have to be his biggest day of offense. But that's good to see. It's good to see his young receivers stepping up. Zay Jones stepping up. He's stepping up in this game. Another run to McCoy on 2nd and 6. McCoy gets the ball another 3 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Buffalo Bills. 2:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo up 31-10 here. 3rd down coming. Peter Justin, yeah, I know, Matomi. I'm trying. You know, the volume's down. I don't know if you can blame me for that one. I don't know. But anyway, we got 3rd and 3, 2:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. 31-10 Buffalo. I don't know what's going on. They're not even getting. Okay, they're out of huddle now. I was gonna say I might have to call timeout here. Barkley in shotgun, 5 seconds on the play clock. Zay Jones in motion. Zay Jones looks like he actually went forward on the snap, but they didn't call it, so I'll take it. Zay Jones with another catch inside the 5-yard line to about the 4. Zay Jones went in motion. It looks like he actually stepped forward before the snap, which should have been a false start, but they did not call it, and he's able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards for the 1st down. So 1st and goal for the Bills at the 4-yard line. 7 receptions for 85 yards for Zay Jones on the day. That's the type of game we need from these wide receivers here. So again, welcome to Leaders Talk. If you are new, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that like. Follow us on Twitter. The link's in the description below. Fake pitch to McCoy. Barkley's looking. You can definitely throw it out of the end zone. That's okay, and that's pretty much what he does. Big 2nd and goal, minute 22 to go in the 3rd quarter. And that was a fake to Murphy. That was not McCoy in on that play, but the Jets do a good job there. It was a fake pitch to the left, and Barkley rolled to the right. And the Jets did a good job covering up that. It looked like they were trying to get Kroom as the tight end there for a short gain, possibly get him into the end zone. But the Jets did a good job reading it, following the play, and so it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. McCoy gets the ball again, tries to turn the field. He's unable to do so. He actually loses about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Williamson on the tackle for a 5-yard loss, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line for the Buffalo Bills. Poor blocking on that one. But the Jets brought 6. So when you only have 5, it's hard to block 6 when you only have 5. So 3rd and goal, 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Got a lot of running. Good drive by Buffalo as far as time of possession goes to make sure that there are very little chance of a comeback here, obviously. And as we head to the 4th quarter, it looks like this game's all but over. As Barkley goes back to pass, throws it into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Zay Jones with a touchdown catch. That's Zay Jones' 2nd of the season, and that's the 1st of the day for Zay. That's the 2nd passing touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. Makes it 37-10. Barkley 15 for 23 on the day, 2 passing touchdowns. That's Zay Jones' 8 catch, 93 yards, and touchdown. It would be interesting if Zay Jones gets another 8 yards. It would be interesting. Trivia question for all of you, maybe. When was the last time the Bills had 2 receivers over 100 yards in a game? Google it, because I'm sure none of you know off the top of your head. I'll Google it right now and see if someone gets it. Last time the Bills had 2 receivers over 100 yards. You're probably going back a ways. And I say that, of course, and it's going to be like, oh yeah, week 3. I doubt it, but maybe. Who knows? It looks like John Miller got injured on the play. He's limping off the field. Yeah, he's walking under his own power, so that's good to see. But again, that bye week's really going to help us. I'm going to say we're going back to at least 2005, guys. Anybody? I'm saying at least 2005. Myth, you're saying 2010. Is that a guess, or do you know? Did you find it? Extra point is good by Hauschka, and with 33 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Buffalo Bills now lead the New York Jets 38-10. Yeah, is that a guess, Myth? Or I'm saying at least 2005. Yeah, Adam Thielen's not on our team. It's not even telling me on Google. Google doesn't even know. We broke Google, guys. We completely broke Google. They're like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like it's going to Buffalo Bills career receiving leaders, things like that. Like, I have no idea. We broke Google, so it's not even telling me on Google. Google doesn't go back that far. I don't know. How does this technology work, guys? You're the smart ones. Tell me how this technology works. I don't know. No idea. I'm asking. I'm looking it up. I'm gonna keep trying. I don't know how to look this thing up, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We're at commercial break right now, 38 to 10, Buffalo over the New York Jets. I will give you some scores from around the league. Again, and by that time, maybe someone will have an answer for me. I don't know. Chicago's now up 34 to 10 on the Detroit Lions. We have a Allen Robinson 26-yard touchdown pass from Mitchell Trubisky. They learned from their previous mistakes. They went for two, and the two-point conversion was good. That makes it 34-10. Chicago over Detroit as that game heads to the fourth quarter. New Orleans is still at 48-7 on Cincinnati as that game's in the fourth with 9:27 to go. Cleveland's still up 28-10. It looks like Cleveland's gonna get that upset against Atlanta, guys. If you picked Atlanta in any elimination pool, sorry to hear that. But with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, it's 28-10 Cleveland over Atlanta. Indianapolis is still up on Jacksonville 29-23. That game, the third quarter just ended. Kansas City is now up 26-14 on Arizona, so they have been able to extend that lead. Spencer Ware just got a 3-yard touchdown, make it 26-14, extra point pending. Washington is now up 16-3. They've actually gone on and scored 10 points since last update. Josh Doxson with a 6-yard touchdown pass from Alex Smith, and then Hopkins just kicked a field goal. Now they're up 16-3. And then Tennessee now up 27-10, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter there. I don't want to say New England doesn't have a chance to come back. They always have a chance to come back. But here they kick it off. Jets returning the kick, gets it to about the 29-yard line before he is tackled from behind. What was that? I'm talking about Buffalo Bills defense and how well they've done so far today. The Bills defense has done a great job as they've done all season. I'm dying to know who was covering Zay Jones. Well, like I said, on the one play I saw, it was screened. Other than that, I really haven't been. Who was covering on the touchdown? There were 3 players on him on the touchdown play. But just for you, I'll rewind it. On first down, it was a quick screen play, so it looks like they're going to end the third quarter on that one. Let's go back to the touchdown, and I'll tell you who was covering. Give me a second here. What do we got? Second. Nope. This isn't gonna be it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find out just for the viewers. This is what I do for the viewers. I'm trying to find out who's covering Zay Jones on the touchdown earlier on the last drive to make it 38-10 Buffalo. It's going to be first and goal. So first and goal, second and goal. That was on third and goal, I believe. So let me take you there. Yeah, on second and goal, Screen is still covering Zay Jones. So maybe it's been Screen most of the day, because that time Screen was on the right side. On the first play I told you about, Screen was on the left side, and on that play he was on the right side. So here we are, third and goal. Looking where Zay Jones lines up. Yeah, Screen's been covering him. Zay Jones is lining up on the slot on the right-hand side for the play, and it's Screen who has the initial coverage. Yeah, it was all Screen. It was man-to-man. It was Screen. He beat Screen, and there's a touchdown. So now let's go back to live action. But yeah, so there you go. It was Screen the whole way. Sorry if I missed a play in there. I just wanted to get that for you guys. Kelvin Benjamin is a bum. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything all day. I don't even know if he has a catch today, to be honest with you. The only good thing he did today was he prevented an interception early in this game. That's all he's done. But it does not look like I missed a play, because it still looks like we're just entering the fourth quarter. Yep, start of the fourth quarter. So I didn't miss a play. Look at that, guys. So I give the fans what they want. I give the fans what they want. You want me to tell you who's covering who? I'll go back. I'll watch it. I'll watch it while you guys are on the screen with me. I don't mind. As long as I don't miss a play, I'm happy. 2nd and 9 for the Jets. McCown in shotgun formation. 5 wide receivers set. Quick passes out, and Lawson gets his hand up and deflects that ball. So that's actually the third pass deflection at the line of scrimmage that the Buffalo Bills have had in this game. One by Jerry Hughes, one by Shaq Lawson, and the first one I don't remember if it was Kyle Williams maybe who got the hand on it. I forget. But yeah, so 3 pass deflections already at the line of scrimmage for the Buffalo Bills. You know, if you're a quarterback, you want to be able to get the ball past the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Bills D-line to say, hey, if I can't get to the quarterback, let me get my hands up at least. Did Pryor get any touches today? Not that I've seen, not that I recall. Back to passes, McCown. McCown throws it short and behind. Let me get the name for you. Jermaine Kearse. I should know that. These are the names I should know, right? Like the talent positions I should know at least, right? So it's going to be a 4th and 9 for the New York Jets, as that one is, like I said, short and behind Jermaine Kearse. Was able to get a hand on it, just couldn't bring it in. So 4th and 9, 14:53 to go in the fourth quarter, 38-10, Buffalo over the New York Jets. Sixth punt for Edwards on the day. This one goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for the Buffalo Bills here with 14:47 to go in the fourth quarter. When you're watching it live, it's a little bit hard to do that. I will do my best. I promise to do that. I can't tell you who when they line up who everyone's on. In that formation, there was 4 wide receivers. It'd be hard for me to say who's got who on every single play. First and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. 14:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Barkley under center. You got McCoy in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to his left. McCoy on a run. Gets the ball to about the 47-yard line before he is tackled. Yeah, Chris Ivory out today. That's what they're talking about. Tackle was by May. 14:30 to go. 170 rushing yards on the day for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, don't worry about Luke Davis. Thanks for sticking up for me. It's no big deal. No big deal. Second and 2. Again, McCoy now 22 rushes, 106 yards. I formation. DeMarco, fullback. This time it was Murphy who gets 2 yards, makes it a third. It still looks like it was 2 yards. They said it was second and 2. It looks like more like second and 3. And he gets 2 yards. I'm saying it's third and 2 now, although I think it's third and 1, but what do I know? What do I know? 13:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Buffalo up 38-10. Third and 2 now. DeMarco's coming out of the game. So no fullback for the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if DeMarco got hurt on that play, but he was calling to be asked to get off the field. Got McCoy in the backfield by himself. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. They're going to pass it. McCoy actually falls down at the snap. Makes you wonder if it was supposed to be a screen play, because then Barkley goes down. So it's the Jets' first sack of the day. Adams in on the sack for the New York Jets. Going to bring up a 4th and about 8 for the Buffalo Bills. 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Buffalo up 38-10. Yeah, McCoy, when he got to the line of scrimmage, actually fell down. Or no, he went to pick up the blitz. So I don't know if it was a screen pass that got blown up. But there's a sack on Barkley. That's the Jets' first sack of the day. So we are punting it. Schmidt punts it, and Roberts calls for a fair catch inside the 20-yard line, about the 19. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Jets. 12:40 to go in the fourth quarter. They get the ball at the 19-yard line. So let's go through some scores. Is Peterman on the sideline? Yeah. If Peterman's on the sideline, still has his jacket on. I don't think we're going to be taking Barkley out anytime soon. Go through some scores as these games are in the fourth quarter. Like I said, a couple of these games, big upsets happening here in the NFL this week, week 10. Chicago beating the Lions 34-10 now. Allen Robinson with the touchdown. I think it's the last one we reported. And then Mitchell Trubisky with the 2-point conversion. So it's 34-10 there. New Orleans is now at 51-7 on Cincinnati. Just Cincinnati has nothing for this New Orleans Saints offense, as Drew Brees' 1-yard touchdown run. Will Lutz has added 3 field goals to make that one 51-7. Atlanta is now losing to Cleveland 28-16. Looks like the touchdown was scored by Austin Hooper. Touchdown was just scored, so you wonder if they might try to go for 2 here, make it a 10-point game, a touchdown field goal, instead of an 11-point game where you need the. But I mean, they could wait for the 2-point conversion as well, if they want to. Oh, wait, hold on a second. They reversing the touchdown? No, they got the touchdown. All right, so 28-16. Jacksonville at Indy. Jacksonville's trailing Indianapolis 29-3. Kansas City is up 26-14 on Arizona. Washington's still up 16-3 on Tampa Bay. And Tennessee is still beating New England 27-10. 13.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there. So great job so far by Tennessee. Again, this Tennessee defense is not the defense that strikes me as the kind that will allow 17 points in a quarter. But you are playing TB12, so you always have to be careful of that. As the Patriots trail 27-10, that really helps out Kansas City as far as that number 1 overall seed. As week 10 here in the NFL, we got to start looking towards playoff seeding. You look at maybe Pittsburgh challenging New England for that number 2 spot. I think it's very important for a team like New England to get home field advantage in the playoffs. We saw that game in New England against Kansas City. You wonder if Kansas City would be able to pull off a win like that. I'm with you, Peter Chestnut. Thank you all for supporting me. It's cool. He's still watching, so he can't be that mad about it, right? He's still watching the video. McCown's 12 for 24 on the day, 107 passing yards and that interception. As we come back from commercial break, 12:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Jets have the ball 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. He even hit that like button. I know he hit that like button. First play is a run play. This one's to Powell for about 9 yards as he gets to the 29-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the New York Jets. 12:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Going to be a Bills victory here unless something astronomical happens. Both teams will be 3-7 on the season. McCown in shotgun formation. Another run play. And this one gets them to about the 35-yard line. This one by McGuire, so that's going to bring up a 1st down. 1st and 10, New York Jets, 12:05 to go in the first quarter, 38-10 still. and the Jets are moving to the line a little faster here. I mean, again, they're not going to come back and win this game. However, you want to show some pride here, down 38-10 at home against this team. First down, pass is complete, I think. I'm a little confused. Just because what happened was the pass was completed, and then all of a sudden everyone stopped, and then everyone jumped on the guy who had the ball. I don't know if just because the whistle didn't blow, they didn't know if he was down or not. Now we have a Buffalo Bills player down on the field. I don't see a number yet on who that is. Oh, that's Milano, so that's really not good, as Milano's down on the play. So really hope that's not a serious injury, as he's still down, guys. So I'm not sure if he was in on the tackle. Give me a second here. I'm going to go back to the play. Milano is in on the tackle. As he comes down, it looks like he led with his helmet, so you always fear to see that. He's up now, so that's good to see. He's holding his arm though, so that's always scary when someone leads with their helmet and then all of a sudden they're holding their arm. The pass was caught by Jordan Leggett, however you want to say it. I'm gonna say Leggett just because there's 2 G's. I don't know. But it's a 6-yard gain, so it's going to be a 2nd and 4 for the New York Jets. Milano is walking off the field now, so that's good to see. From the 41-yard line, McCown in shotgun formation. Pass is caught by Nunwa, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Gets the ball to about the 46-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10. New York Jets, 11:30 to go in the 4th quarter. That's Enunwa's 3rd reception for 17 yards. So the Bills have done a good job shutting him down most of this day. McGuire with a screen pass. Yeah, hey guys, just calm down. Everyone just calm down. Take a deep breath. The Bills are winning. Unless you're a Jets fan, then you're upset. I get it. I'm sorry. McGuire gets 12 yards on first down. Yeah, like everyone just calm down. It's no big deal. I can handle it. I want to go off. Blitz going McCown. McCown's able to get the ball away, but man, that might be intentional grounding, as Shaq Lawson and Kyle Williams get pressure on McCown. McCown kind of tries to flick his wrist, and the ball goes right down the ground. No one tipped it or anything like that, so I wonder if they're going to call intentional grounding. The refs are talking about it. Normally when you see the refs group up like that, there is a flag. There isn't one here, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. They're going to say that the pressure is why the pass didn't go anywhere, which is possible. I mean, Shaq Lawson hit him pretty good as he got rid of the ball. So, but yeah, I mean, I talked earlier about the impact Shaq Lawson has had so far, not just today, but this season, and how at the beginning of the season we were talking about if Shaq Lawson is someone we wanted to keep on this team. I think he's definitely earned his spot there. Jerry Hughes almost hit McCown before the snap was even there. Like he came across the edge, and so they're going to call neutral zone infraction because it was. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to still be 2nd down for the Jets, but it's going to be 5 yards closer. Pure Chestnut, you're welcome. No, I don't disagree with you. I should know these names. I mean, I do print out the papers to try to get the roster because it's hard to know the roster for everybody. But especially like a Jets-Miami team, you should know the skill players on your division's team. Quick pass is out. Poyer actually fell on the tackle. Was that Nunwa? Yeah, Nunwa caught the ball. It was a wide receiver screen at the line of scrimmage. Nunwa caught the ball. Poyer went straight for the ball instead of tackle. He was able to shake him off there. And then White was in on the stop. So it's going to be 3rd down now. 3rd and about 3 for the Jets. Pass is intercepted. Micah Hyde with the interception. That's going to be his. It's going to be McCown's 2nd interception thrown on the day. This one to Micah Hyde. First one was to Milano. So it's going to be 1st down. Buffalo Bills. McCown's 2nd pick of the day. That might be Hyde's. I'm not going to say. I don't think it's his 1st of the year, but might be. You know, unlike last year. I think last year they only have 6. But last year we had a lot more turnovers. Yeah, Micah Hyde kind of seals this one up. Interception. Big interception there, 38 to 10. I say big interception, it's 38 to 10. But we're at commercial break, so let's go through some scores again. Some of these scores come down to the wire as we're in the fourth quarter. 38-10, Buffalo over the Jets. 10 minutes to go left in this game. Got Chicago up 34 to 10 now on Detroit. Did I go over the last touchdown in this game? Yeah, I did. I've gone over it like 3 times now, actually. New Orleans still up 51 now 14 for Cincinnati. So Cincinnati adds a touchdown. Interesting. It's not, I mean, so it's saying it's 51-14, but in the, oh, there it is. All right. Jeff Driscoll with a 27-yard TD run. I was going to say in the drive charts, it didn't give me who scored it. So it was Jeff Driscoll. Makes it 51-14. They're coming back, baby. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're coming back. Atlanta is still trailing Cleveland now 28-16. They did go for 2, and they failed on the 2-point conversion. And then Nick Chubb. Nope, hold on. Yeah, Nick Chubb didn't do anything yet. He scored the last touchdown for Cleveland, but that was to make it 28-10, not 28-16. 4 minutes to go in that one, so it looks like Atlanta might have a hard time come back in that one, but they have the ball, so we'll see what happens there. Indianapolis is still up 29-23 on Jacksonville. Kansas City is up 26-14 still in Arizona. Washington is still up 16-3 on Tampa Bay. And Tennessee is still up 27-10 New England. Tennessee has the ball. 10.5 minutes to go in that one. So it looks like if you're a Bills fan or a Jets fan, you're always happy to see New England lose. So New England is down 17 with 10.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It looks like they might pick up another loss on the season. This will drop them to 7-3 on the season, and then with Kansas City only have that one loss. That gives them a little bit of a cushion going into late in the season. You're talking about the number 1 overall seed. Kansas City looks like they're about to improve to 9-1, up 2 scores against Arizona late. So up two games. I know that New England has the game the tie break, but that 2 game is a nice little cushion. You can lose one. That division's tough, so you might lose one in division there, but that Kansas City offense is looking like it's impossible to stop. So first down for the Bills. McCoy gets a run, gets about 3 yards here, gets the ball to about the 48-yard line. Can make about 2nd and 7 for the Buffalo Bills. Less than 10 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Still 38-10. They were just showing Jay Feely, previously a kicker in the NFL, is on the sideline doing sideline reporting, and so they were just showing some flashbacks of Jay Feely. I don't know why you would show flashbacks of Jay Feely other than the fact that it's 38-10. What else are you going to do in a game like this with the Bills up 38-10? Not much to announce, I guess. I don't know. All right, so you got McCoy getting the handoff again. Sorry, I lost my words. I do that from time to time. It's hard to remember that Matt Barkley's our kicker. That's all I'm saying. Matt Barkley's our kicker guy, or our kicker. See, this is what I'm saying. I lose my words. I've had too much of this. This is what's probably happened. I had too much of this. But Matt Barkley, it's hard to remember Matt Barkley as our quarterback since he hasn't started a game since 2016. Jets, man, they're showing the Jets Stadium, and the Jets Stadium has looked pretty empty all day. We have an injured Jet on the field. I don't have a number yet to give it to you. Leonard Williams was the Jet who was injured. He's on his feet and he's jogging off the field. So he will have to come out for a play since they stopped the clock for him. 41 would be said. Yeah, I get you. No, I get you. You don't have to explain it to me. I completely understand what you're saying. And I don't take it as an insult at all. I know you're just, you're allowed to give constructive criticism on these channels, and that's what I like to see as well. Because I can only get better, right? I can't get any worse than what I'm doing. I only get 6 likes. Well, but no one hates me though. Remember, no one hates me, so. I'm like the Bills, Just kidding. Hopefully I'm better than the Bills. Hopefully I'm better at doing this and the Bills aren't playing football. Not today, but overall this season. That's all I got. That's it. I'm done. What can I do? How many yards does Shady have? Last I saw, he had 108. 22 carries for 108 yards. I know they've given him the ball a couple more times, so I'll check that for you. 24 for 107. So in his last 2 carries, he actually got a negative 1 yard. So his average has gone down to 4.5 per carry, which is a surprise when you're up this big in a game. The defense knows you're gonna run the ball, and as an offense, you're just looking to run the ball. You're not, you're up 38-10. There's no you don't need to run a trick play or something. It's not like it's a two score game where one more score would put it away. Like, we have this game pretty well in hand. We're up 4 touchdowns, so it's 17 likes. Oh, 17 likes. Nice. I don't even see. This is how bad I am, guys. This is how bad I am. I don't even know how to see how many likes I have. Hold on. It must be somewhere on here, right? I don't know. You guys figure that out for me. You guys can tell me. But again, thank you for watching me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. I like to be liked. I'm a good guy like that. I like to be liked. And I like you guys too. I appreciate it. But yeah, the Bills are up 38-10. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, I think by this time the 20 of you in here probably already have. But if you have not, hit that subscribe button. You'll like it. We do all the live play-by-play of the Bills games. Even if you're a Jets fan, again, we do play the Jets twice a year. So we'll be back here later this season when the Jets go to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills to do more live streams about the Bills and Jets game at that point. And the Jets are going to be looking to get a little revenge after this one. I like the Bills too. Yeah, I like the Bills. You like me. It's all a bunch of like stuff, right? They're now trying to show the injury again. I don't see what happened to Williams. He's holding his groin, so I don't know how often they want to show that. Like, he rolls over and just grabs his crotch. Like, I don't know if that's something you want on TV. Marshawn Lynch would be proud of that one, though. All right, 39 for the Buffalo Bills. They're currently 7 for 12 on third downs. Shotgun formation. Barkley throwing it down the field. Why? Like, why are you throwing it 30 yards downfield? But that pass was intended for Terrell Pryor, probably trying to get him a catch on the day. But they just said he didn't have a catch on the day, and I don't remember seeing a catch for him. So that's incomplete. So it's gonna be up 4th and 9 with 8:51 to go in the fourth quarter. The Bills leading the Jets 38-10, and they'll be punting it here close to midfield, about the 47-yard line. Schmidt has 3 punts on the day. This is gonna be his 4th. He's averaging 41 yards per punt. A little bit better than last week, but you still want to see a better average from your punter than that. I have to look to see how many of those. I think only one of those was inside the 20. This is probably going to be... Oh, nope. I was about to say, it bounced at the 2-yard line, so I was about to say it's probably be another one inside the 20, but then it bounces into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback for the New York Jets. It's going to be 1st and 10 Jets at the 20-yard line. And they're showing us what's coming up next as Seattle plays the LA Rams in LA. So, and then Miami at Green Bay. Those are both games coming up later. That Seattle LA game. Seattle's doing a lot better than what people have thought they do so far this year. But I just don't think they have enough firepower to stick with LA, especially. I mean, I don't recall ever hoping to be as good as the radio, but maybe. McGuire gets the handoff from shotgun formation. He reverses field to get 2 yards, and so now it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the New York Jets. 8:30 to go in the fourth quarter. 38-10 Buffalo over the Jets. They are now taking us to a game break where the Tennessee Titans look like they have put the game away. They scored another touchdown. So McCown back to pass. Pass is short to Curse. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 now for the New York Jets. 8:17 to go in this one. Again, the Bills have done a good job at stopping the Jets on 3rd down. The Jets only have a handful of first downs in this game. Last I saw, they only had 7 first downs. So the Jets have been held pretty much in check this whole game. The last drive, they were able to get in the end zone. But other than that, McCown gets his. He throws, and he throws it. He sails it over number 81's head. There you go. I'll give you a number there. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I'm sure it will come to me, or I'll see it and be like, doy. But thanks for the subscription. But yeah, so now it's going to be 4th and 8. Again, Kyle Williams with the hit on McCown as he's releasing the ball, and it just sails on McCown, and he throws it out of bounds. So it's going to be about 4th and 8 for the Jets here, and they're going to punt it away 8:12 to go in the fourth quarter. This is going to be Edwards' 7th punt of the day. And he's averaging 48 yards. So, this one's a bad one, though, as it takes a Buffalo Bills bounce. And the Bills will actually start with the ball in Jets territory at the 48-yard line. So that will hurt his average a little bit. But, 50 yards is a good give or take for a punter. Isn't that bad. So I would like that overall. But your average also changes depending on where you start. Like, if you're punting at the 50 and you give them the ball at the 10, it's a 40-yard punt. It doesn't look good, but at the same time, giving them the ball inside the 20 is always a good thing. So punting average is really dependent on you look at how many punts are inside the 20, other factors. Possibly how many times they were at the 50-yard line and the ball bounced the wrong way, and you get a touchback instead of a ball inside the 5. So those things all get taken into effect. So McCoy gets the ball on first down, pitch to the left-hand side, picks up 4 yards. So it's going to be second down, 7:50 to go in the fourth quarter, but 2nd and 6 for the Buffalo Bills. Again, all I see is run, run, run. I don't know why you wouldn't just run out the clock here. Our offensive line has played better than the Jets' defensive line so far in this game. Maybe you want to get Zay Jones those 8 more receiving yards to see. Maybe they'll show on the screen then when was the last time the Bills had 200-yard receivers in the same game. Maybe, but we'll see. McCoy up the middle this time. This time it's about 2 yards before he's taken down, so it's going to be about 3rd and 4. 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and manageable. You want to hopefully pick up these first downs. But again, you're probably going to run the ball too, right? I mean, you're just going to keep that clock going. Keep that clock going. 26 carries now for 113 yards for McCoy. Zay Jones, everyone asked me, or not everyone, someone asked me, John Patrick just asked me about Zay's stats. Zay has 8 catches, 93 yards on touchdown. Like I said earlier, 7 more yards. He will be the second Bills receiver today, over 100 yards on the day. Would love to know when the last time Bills had 2 receivers over 100 yards. This one is a handoff as, McKenzie with another play like before, where he's in motion when the snap happens, and snap handoff is right to him as he's coming across the line of scrimmage, and he's able to pick up about 15 yards. McKenzie doing a great job for the Bills in his first game. Again, picked up Monday, added to the roster on Monday, and now in his first game, adding some spark in the kick return, getting a couple good punt returns, and now a couple good runs in this game. I think he has a reception or two too. So definitely being used here for those Bills fans saying, "Oh, we need to do something to improve our offense. Oh, we need to do something to do this." Well, there you go. There's proof there that the Bills are trying to do something. McKenzie does the same. They're on the same play this time to the left side instead of the right, and he picks up another 5 yards. So it's going to be second down for the Bills. 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Just looking to get a couple more first downs and run out this clock and get our 3rd victory of the year. And you look at this team; they're going to be 3-7, still nothing saying anything close to playoffs. But it's always good to see improvement. You always want to see improvement from your team. You want to see this team trying out there. You don't want to see them just giving up on this team. It looks like the past 3 weeks that's what it looked like they were doing. They were just giving up. But here we are, 38-10. This offense has shown sign of life in this game. You're talking about 5 touchdowns. I'm sorry. 2 passing, 2 running, and then 1 fumble recovery in the end zone. This time Murphy gets 6 yards on 2nd and 6. Looks like they'll have enough for a first down. Gets them inside the red zone with less than 5 minutes now to go in the fourth quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 Buffalo inside the red zone, about the 18-yard line. Murphy has 11 rushes for 59 yards. That's huge on a day where Chris Ivory is on the inactive list. It's huge to have Murphy step up, gets 59 yards on the day. And McCoy might be done for the day. I think I would probably bench McCoy the rest of the day. Less than 5 minutes to go, over 130 yards. Unless something happens to Murphy, you can keep him in there. Everyone's kind of standing around. I don't know what's going. The refs are all coming into the middle of the field. I don't know what's going on here. And no one's saying anything. There's 11 seconds on the play clock, and now they just moved it up to 25. Why did that happen? Why did you waste my time? I don't understand it. Maybe they had issue with the chains, something like that. I don't know, but But still, 1st and 10 inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Buffalo has the ball. McCoy now. Is that McCoy? See, it's hard because they both had in 5, so 25-45. No, it is Murphy in there. Gets the ball on 1st down up the middle. Gets no yards on the play. I'm talking about Todd Bowles and his potential job security or lack thereof after a game like this. Yeah, and like I said earlier, Jet Central had and his video pre-gaming this video said that they really should beat the Bills, and coming into this game they probably should have. Like, you look at the statistics, I mean, they were 7-point favorites according to Vegas, but we kind of came out and punched them in the mouth, and they were just unable to recover. We dazed them early, and they were just unable to recover. By the time they did, it was already 14-21-0. Murphy runs it to the left side. He's able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. Stays inbounds. They actually only give him 3. All right. Even though he dove forward. But okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd and about 6 now for the Buffalo Bills. 38-10. Again, Buffalo's going to move up to 3-7. The Jets will fall back to 3-7 on the season. If you're a Jets fan, you do have to wonder about Todd Bowles. If his likely of staying the Jets head coach past this week even, as the Jets just didn't look like they were ready to play today. And we came out, we hit them early. I mean, I was surprised by the first play of the game, that Foster 48-yard or whatever it was pass to kind of open this game up. We're going to pass the ball here. Passes the ball. Claiborne with a great deflection on the play. We only had 2 receivers running route, so if you're going to pass the ball, put more receivers out there, is all I'm saying. But they faked the pitch to Murphy, and then Claiborne had one-on-one on the outside with Robert Foster, and Claiborne just jumped up and batted it away. So we have Hauschka coming out onto the field, 2:48 to go in the game. Hauschka coming out for his 2nd field goal attempt of the game, this one for 31 yards. Already made a 54-yarder earlier in this day. So again, if you're Hauschka might be the only person on fantasy. If I was a fantasy owner of a Bills player, it would be Steven Hauschka, right? Maybe the Bills defense in this one. Bills defense played well, but Hauschka makes the field goal, makes it 41-10. Again, I talked earlier about, even Justin Tucker now misses his first extra point. This whole season, people have been talking about kickers and how they can't be relied on and stuff like that. We have Steven Hauschka money. Hauschka? I don't know how you want to say it, but, we have no complaints. Let's put it that way. I still remember the Dan Carpenter days, and I wasn't the biggest hater of Dan Carpenter, but I didn't like him either. So compared to those days, we're looking pretty good with Steven Hauschka in there. Hopefully we can keep him for the rest of his career, and he wants to stay at Buffalo Bill. That was probably a great move to get him from Seattle. Hausch money, that's what you want to say? Yeah, we're definitely not missing gains. We haven't had a single pass interference call in this game, so we're definitely not missing gains. If you'd miss them, like if you're a Bills fan and you like pass interference penalties against you, you'd miss gains in this game because we haven't had one. So, in fact, this is another game where we haven't had too many penalties at all. I'll have to look at the stats when the game's over, but we have not had too many penalties at all in this game. Clay is out today. That you say that's helping. Yeah, we haven't seen much from our tight ends today. Logan Thomas had that pass completion on 4th down, the fake punt. He has 1 catch on the day. Kroom, of course, with that fumble recovery in the end zone. I don't think Kroom has a catch, though, today. So we haven't seen much from our tight ends. So that's, you want to see more from your tight ends. Again, when you play in a city like Buffalo in December, you're going to want your tight ends to be able to step up. And be able to make plays, because you're going to have to check down a lot of times with the way the wind howls in Buffalo in December. You're not going to be able to throw it all the way downfield. So those check downs are important, and you want to see your tight ends kind of step up in those situations. So Jets start with the ball at the 33-yard line, run it on 1st down, pick up about 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 3, 2:30 to go in the 4th quarter. 2-minute warning coming up. At the 2-minute warning, we'll go over some scores. Some of these games are coming final or getting close to it. Some of these games are tightening up. So you'll know where you want to turn to after this game's over for the close games here. As some of these games wrap up, some of these games are 1-score games. Thank you. I don't know if the radio is playing the Bills game right now, so maybe that's why I'm better than the radio. At least they're not here. I know that. So screen pass to Cannon for about 6 yards. So it's gonna be 3rd and 2 for the Jets. They just keep showing this angry fan. I don't understand it. They're showing the same fan over and over again. And we hit the 2-minute warning here in East Rutherford with the Bills leading the Jets 41-10. Let's go through some scores. So if you're interested, you can turn on those games. I can figure out what game I want to watch after this one's over. After I give you guys a wrap up at the end of this game. So Detroit has scored again to make it 34-22. They actually have scored twice. Kenny Galladay with a 5-yard touchdown from Matthew Stafford, and Karan Johnson with a 13-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford to make that one 34-22. Jacksonville is now only down a field goal. They're down 29-26, and they have the ball. Josh Lambo added a field goal to make it 29-26. And so now they're only down a field goal with 1:55 to go. They have the ball at the Indianapolis Colts 44-yard line. So that one's close. So if you want to tune on that one, I understand. Washington at Tampa Bay. Washington still up 16-3 with a minute to go. So that one's looking like it's over. Adrian Peterson has 19 carries for 68 yards in this one. That offensive line was for this one with the Redskins losing. Tennessee is up after they have scored on a Ryan Suckup field goal, and Derrick Henry has a 10-yard TD run. So it's 34-10, less than a minute to go. So it does look like New England is going to fall to 7-3 on the season. We caught the game on New England. We can still win the division. We can still win the division, guys. We're 3-7. We're coming up. We still have a game. We still have a game against New England. We can beat them in New England. That's not a big deal. So yeah, we'll start. We'll start Matt Barkley, and we'll win. We'll just win. But yeah, they'll fall to 7-3 on the season as that one just went final. Some of the other finals around the league, Cleveland did beat Atlanta 28-16. Kansas City beat Arizona. Tennessee beat New England. Cincy lost to New Orleans. You thought I was going to say they came back. They didn't. 51-14. So those are some finals from today. Again, there is one or two close ones here. We got Jacksonville down by a field goal. They're actually at Indianapolis' 25-yard line with a minute 10 to go in that one. So that's the only one-score game left. Chicago-Detroit. Detroit's down by 12. Still 5 minutes to go in that one, so there's enough time for two scores. But they are still down 2 scores there. So the only close one is the Jacksonville-Indianapolis game. Indy is up 29-26. Jacksonville has the ball at the 25-yard line with a minute to go. It'll be interesting to see if they get held to a field goal. Maybe they go for a touchdown. As that game is 29-26, minute to go in that one. We're back here at East Rutherford. Bills up 41-10, 2 minutes to go in this one. Jets have the ball, 3rd and 2 at the 41-yard line. Is Peterman going to be cut? Absolutely after this game. Because by our next game, because we have a bye week coming up this week, Cannon runs the ball for what looks like a 2-yard loss, actually. So it's going to be up 4th and 3 or 4th and 4 as he runs the ball to the left. They gave him a 3-yard loss. I can't see things, apparently, guys. I don't know where a yard is. So it's going to be 4th and 5 with a minute 55 to go. We did run out of bounds to stop the clock, so we have to wait a little bit longer to celebrate this win. But my thoughts are Peterman has to be gone, right? Because by the time we play our next game, going into a bye week next week, Barkley's there. You'll have Allen back. Allen will be our starter, of course. 4th and 5. And Cannon has a pass over the middle for 5 yards, and he ends up dropping the ball. So, and he was open. He was open. He had the ball right in his hands. Am I talking about a game next Sunday? The Bills do evolve next Sunday. I do have some plans that I have to attend to, but I do want to be on here for at least a portion of some of the 4 o'clock afternoon games. Might not be exactly at 4 o'clock. I'll give you more details throughout the week. So I'll probably put a Twitter poll out there. How many 4 o'clock games are there next week? Like 3 or 4, right? There's normally only 3 or 4 o'clock games. Ask you guys which one you want me to do. So if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and I'll put up that vote, and then whichever one wins is the game I'll do. Now if it's the first down, we run it with looks like Murphy's in there again. Murphy gets about 7 yards on first down. I don't know why we're running the ball. Might as well just victory formation. But that was a 7-yard gain on first down, make it 2nd and 3. Looking at next week's schedule, you got 3 4 o'clock games. You got Oakland at Arizona, Denver at LA Chargers, and then Philadelphia at New Orleans. The Philadelphia at New Orleans would be the game that's not televised, which is fine. I don't mind doing that game. But the Denver LA game might be a good one to watch. I can live stream that one. Oakland, Arizona, if that one wins, it'll be a tough one, but we'll do it. Victory formation for the Bills, 1:09 to go. So they'll just have to kneel it two times, and then we can celebrate. as the Bills will win this one 41-10. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there watching this, or family members of veterans. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your sacrifice as well. But yeah, I will rewatch this game tomorrow, and then tomorrow evening we will have a video on here. We'll go live, and I'll talk about the good, I'll talk about the bad, and I'll talk about some things that we should have done better. But as we kneel it one more time, the clock runs down to 0, and Buffalo Bills will win this game 41-10. But yeah, I'll have that up on the Twitter poll if you guys want to pick which game you want me to live stream next week. I mean, I'll be on here. Maybe I'll do like a Red Zone channel type thing, right, where I'm just bouncing around. I can do that too. Maybe that will be the fourth option. Go from game to game or something like that. And we can do it that way. But yeah, they're showing Todd Bowles now. Obviously, his job will be in question after this week. But the New England Patriots fall to 7-3. The Bills go up to 3-7. We're right there. We can do it. There are some positives. There are lots of positives to talk about, John Patrick. There are definitely some positives, and McKenzie will definitely be one of them coming into tomorrow. So let's go through some stats, and then I'll let you guys go. You guys can enjoy your 4 o'clock and evening games. Again, I think there's only 3 4 o'clock games today, but then you have that Eagles game tonight. The Seattle Seahawks LA Rams game is next. So, or Miami at Green Bay. So, this might turn out to be a great day for us. We win, Patriots lose, Dolphins lose, Jets lose. Always like days like that. Mama said there'd be days like this. You just don't see them that often this season, that's all. So, the Bills win 41-10. Go through the stats real quick. We'll go through the scoring summary, and then we'll go through the statistics for each player. In the first quarter, we had McCoy led off this game with a rushing touchdown real quick. Again, he had that long pass down the field to Foster for about 48 yards, and then a 28-yard touchdown run by LaShawn McCoy. And then the Zay Jones fumble with 2:12 left in the first quarter. Zay Jones gets about a 12-yard catch, runs it towards the end zone, gets hit at the 3-yard line, goes to reach across the goal line, fumbles the ball. Luckily, Jason Kroom is there for the touchdown in the end zone to make it 14-0. Then we go to the second quarter. Hauschka with a 54-yard field goal. Stephen Hauschka gets a 54-yard field goal. Deion Dawkins then with a 7-yard touchdown pass from Matt Barkley with 7:58 to go in the second quarter. And then another rushing touchdown by McCoy. This, at that point, made it 31-0. The Jets did have a field goal as time expired in the first half to make it 31-3. Coming out in the third quarter, the Jets were able to get a touchdown on the board on their second drive in the third quarter. Isaiah Crowell with a 5-yard touchdown run. And then that was matched by Zay Jones, an 8-yard touchdown pass with 33 seconds left to go in the quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, there was no scoring. So that gives you a final score of 41-10. 2 passing touchdowns for Matt Barkley. No interceptions. That's the key. 0 interceptions in this game for Matt Barkley. No turnovers at all, actually. That's huge. So going to Buffalo first, because we like to do the winners first. Matt Barkley went 15 for 25, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack. You talk about 232 not being a pretty number compared to what the offense has done so far this season. 232 is actually pretty good. That's definitely the most passing yards we've seen in a long time here in Buffalo. And again, that no turnover is a huge factor. Logan Thomas went 1 for 1. That fake fourth down, fake punt where he got the out route to Robert Foster for 15 yards. So overall, 16 for 26 at the QB position for 247 yards. We'll take that. 2 touchdowns. McCoy had 26 rush attempts, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. Murphy had 14 rush attempts, 69 yards, 0 touchdowns. McKenzie had 3 for 32, and then Barkley had 3 for -2. So you go through all that, and you're talking about 46 rushing attempts. That's all 3 of our wins, guys. All 3 of our wins, we have over 38 rush attempts in those games. In all of our losses, we haven't even hit 25. So that says something about this offense, what we need to do. I hope that the coaching staffs are seeing these numbers like I am, because they're right there in front of your face. But yeah, so that's 46 rush attempts for 100, actually it might be 200 plus. Yeah, it's going to be over, so it's going to be 212 yards. 212 yards of rushing offense today for the Buffalo Bills. That's huge. Robert Foster was our leading receiver, 3 catches, 105 yards. Zay Jones did not get another catch, so it was 8 for 93 and a touchdown. So we're not sure when the last time was the Bills had 2 wide receivers with 100 yards in the game, but we have to wait a little bit longer if we want to see that again. Andre Holmes had 1 catch for 22 yards. McKenzie had a catch for 14. Deion Dawkins had that 1 for 7 and a touchdown. McCoy only had that 1 catch for 5 yards. Would love to see McCoy more in the passing game, the screen game. We had a guy comment earlier about that. We would love to see more screens to McCoy. Logan Thomas, a catch for 1 yard. Hauschka, 2 for 2 on field goals, 5 for 5 in extra points. Isaiah McKenzie had 1 kick return for 33 yards. Again, much better than what we've been doing, so it's good to see that. Schmidt had 4 punts for 174 yards. Micah Hyde had a punt return for 17 yards, and then Isaiah McKenzie had the other 4 punt returns for 42 yards. Leading tackler was Tremaine Edmonds coming back from that concussion. We had Jordan Poyer, Jerry Hughes, Shaq Lawson, all with sacks in this game. And then you look at Milano and Micah Hyde, both had interceptions in this game for our 2 turnovers. So that's the Bills' statistics in this game. Let's go over to the Jets. Again, only scoring 10 points in this game. Looks bad for Bowles and the Jets team right now as far as him keeping his job moving forward. Got McCown going 17 for 34 for exactly 50%, 135 yards, 2 interceptions. McGuire had 7 rushes for 34 yards. Cannon, 4 rushes for 30. Crowell had 6 for 15, and McCown had 1 for 4. That gives you a grand total of 83 yards of total offense, so that's actually better than the Bills have been doing, only allowing 83 yards. That might bring us down a little bit as far as average yards per game. Receiving, their lead-in receiver was Herndon with 3, their tight end, 3 receptions, 34 yards. McGuire had 3 catches for 27 yards. And Nunwa had 4 for 18. Crowell 2 for 18. Curse 2 for 16. Peak 1 for 11. Legit 1 for 6, and then Cannon 1 for 5. He had a chance to get another one, but dropped that one. Myers went 1 for 1 in field goals, 1 for 1 in extra points. Roberts was Julian kick return man, 5 returns for 132 yards. Tomlinson did have 1 return for 10 yards. Edwards, 7 punts in this game, 312 yards, only 1 inside the 20. You know, that's the number I was speaking about earlier. You want to see more inside the 20. But when you're having a lot of 3 and outs, it's tough to kick the ball 80 yards. His long was 60 today, and that wasn't the one that got inside the 20. So those things are a little upsetting. Punt return, you had Roberts with 1 punt return for 15 yards. Your leading tackler was Avery Williamson. He had 7 tackles on the day. He was the one who forced the fumble in the end zone that Kroom ended up recovering. Sacks, you had half a sack each for Jamal Adams and for Jenkins. They both had half a sack for their 1 sack for the Jets. So that's it for the stats in this game, guys. Again, join me tomorrow, Monday night, as we go over this game more in detail. We go over the good, bad, and ugly as the Bills go to 3-7 on the season with a 41-10 victory over the New York Jets. So thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We will be going live tomorrow to give you an update on what I feel was good, was bad, and what we can work on going into 2 weeks from now as the Bills go into a bye week. Stay tuned because we will be going live throughout this week as well. Just because it's a bye week doesn't mean we get time off. So we will be going live on Thursday still. Not sure what that episode will look like, but we'll let you know tomorrow as we continue on Believers Talk. Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk, and enjoy the rest of your football Sunday. Again, guys, we're in week 10. Week 10 already, so enjoy it because it doesn't last too much longer. But Bills win today, 41-10, move to 3-7. And we will see you tomorrow for more recap on this one. But till next time, go Bills.